No, we only have three.
So me and you sharing this one? Ish.
Check. Ooh. Yeah. We're just waiting on people. Sorry. Where's Colin? Sorry, guys. Dave. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wait, let's get that sorted out. I can. Oh, hey, we're live with the new name of the podcast here. So we're Dead Dads Club, usually a weekly podcast where we discuss music, movies, games, and more. That's Colin. He doesn't have his mic yet.
Check.
There he is. That's Colin, everybody. So, yeah. Yeah. He was this close to killing himself. You saved him.
Hopefully this doesn't feedback. I'm sorry, guys.
So this is the first of many planned events like this.
If it goes well.
If it goes well.
So, anyways, we're the Dead Dads Club. We've been around for 3 years. We used to be called Nerds of Unusual Origin. It's the first live event we've ever done. Obviously, we appreciate you guys coming out dearly. We're just here to have fun. And let's introduce the two men of the hours, Joel and Tyler Streotzel.
We'll pass one to Colin, and then they can share one.
Whoa, there we go.
There we go. You guys get one microphone to share. Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
So
Firstly, what are you drinking?
At this moment, I'm having a Guinness. Whoa.
Oh, what'd you do?
Fix it.
Hot mic.
There we go.
That might work.
That better?
Yeah.
Okay. Guinness for me.
2 Miller Lights.
we originally had it set up so we had
got my own.
5 mics, but
I'm drinking an
got kinda messed
orange
up.
thing from Treehouse Brewery. Ipa.
I brought some Buffalo Trace, but right now I'm just drinking a vodka, a cucumber mint vodka soda from a canteen. Very refreshing.
And we got
Cucumber
some
accentuates
delicious beers from Redemption Rock Brewery out of Worcester.
Yeah, we're being sponsored for this show by Redemption Rock. They're a family-owned business out of Worcester. They're on Shrewsbury Street.
Wherever the it's over there.
It's yeah. They brew some amazing beers. They're a what is it? B Corporation. Everything they do benefits the earth. Everything they do, recyclables and everything. They're one of the best brewers out there. Good friends of mine. Great people. Go out there. We're doing a raffle back there. $25 gift card and a 4-pack of their flagship beer, which is Warcastle. It's great beer. But at the beginning of every episode, we do a beer review. We decided to do the bees. They have 4 different beers. They have the birds, the bees, the flowers, and the trees. They're delicious fucking beers. I will tell you that. Like
I drank a lot of the birds. Hey, whoa. Hello. Is that better? There we go. I drank a lot of the birds last night.
I'm good.
Oh, you just messed it.
How's this one?
Okay. There we go.
Good.
Thank you, friend.
So, do you have the cups?
Redemption Rock, very good.
There's some cups right
I highly
behind you.
recommend them, and as we're gonna try them. So
Trying these shortly.
yes.
So this is going to be a 1 out of 5, and use decimal points as far as you want to go in the decimals.
Yep.
And yeah, so rate them up. Cups.
Absolutely. Yeah. Open it up.
You can all just imagine how this tastes. I'll try and paint a picture with my words.
We'll give away one.
Yeah, I'll ask a meat trivia question, and whoever answers the meat trivia
Tastes
question,
like beer.
we're gonna have a meat trivia question segment called the Meat Sweats. And
Tasting these guys?
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
all right, let's
So,
try it.
yeah. Before we get into the questions and all the fun, let's loosen up. So
Yeah.
cheers,
I
everybody.
need to drink a whole one.
That's tasty.
That's delicious.
7-6.
Goes up to wait.
Goes
We
to
only go to
5, but
5.
yeah,
Fine.
7-6.
That's why he's giving it 7-6, Mikey.
So that'd be like
Bit of
a
that.
what, 3-8?
It's very,
Yeah.
it's very
I
light.
crunched the numbers on that one.
Has a nice little honey aftertaste at the end. Light sweetness, very good.
There's a little egg.
Yeah.
Very nice. You know, I give it a 5. I'm not really into I'm not usually a vice beer kind of guy.
Very generous.
This is kind of like, nice
That's-
and refreshing.
I like it.
Hurt my gut.
Just wait.
So one of my favorite things about this place is like they're usually very on point with how they. No, I'm good. I can hear myself.
All right.
They're very on point with how they explain their beers. And the back says honey, citrus, and wheat, and like you always get those tasting notes. They're one of the only places that I actually trust what they say on the back of a beer can. Everybody else is like, this tastes like coffee and chocolate. It's like, no, this tastes like asshole. But yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that on
boof it.
Craigslist or?
Speaking of boofing,
Speaking of boofing,
so,
On to the boofing section.
yes, boofing. Yeah. I've known
It's when you shove it up your ass. I heard
That-
someone say boofing.
did I tell you did I tell you time the guy I met my sister's husband's parents, and I was hammered, and we were in Florida, and I talked to his dad about boofing
Excellent.
for 10 minutes.
What?
I kept saying just boof it.
Wait, your
And he
wife's
didn't know what
dad?
No, my sister's
You don't know boofing?
husband's parents.
Boofing
Got
is
Yeah.
putting it up your ass. Your ass.
Like
You
a,
put
like a
narcotics
funnel or
so,
something?
so you know the
Up
you know
your
the-
butt
we have a
holes.
story.
Or like a tampon, you wet, shove it up there.
What story do
Right.
we have?
Right.
Didn't Wayne boof a turkey baster of Jack Daniels on Ozfest in the trailer? Or
What?
he talked about it. He wanted to. Someone here. He wanted to do it. Maybe you guys didn't let him do it. But Wayne was all for it.
If he wanted to, I believe he
Yeah.
did.
If you lube it enough.
Yeah, if you put your mind to anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You can
got it.
base whatever you want if you put your mind.
Somebody talked to me about it.
Excellent.
I wanted it to happen.
So one of the things I wanted to say is I've known Tyler for 20 years, something like that. I only met you a year ago, not even a year ago. But the funniest thing was the first day I met him, he just looked the same as he does right now. Like you haven't aged it, yeah. But I
Handsome.
I met up with some friends and the girl at the time that he was dating. What was at the bar. We're talking. I have no idea who he is. I had no idea you guys were related. We're talking for a few minutes, and somebody comes up to him and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Good, good." Kind of like, okay. And I don't know, 10 seconds later, he's like, "How's your brother?" And he's like, "Good." And the guy's like, "Have a good night. You too." Second the guy gets out of sight, he goes, "I fucking hate when people do that." They like, no lie, they just talk to him because of, who you are as a person. And it's, you guys are people. That's all that really matters.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Anyways, I hope he's listening.
I don't remember.
Everybody. It's just a collective.
That's the best revenge. We don't remember you.
But
You won't be remembered, asshole.
like, needless to say, you've been in the music industry for the past 30 years. You had Aftershock. I don't remember what you were in before that, but Aftershock.
I think Aftershock was the first band I was in that actually played gigs and stuff like that. As I met Adam, and it was late in high school for me.
Adam and
Probably
Toby,
late,
right?
96, 97,
Yeah.
something like that.
And you guys, like, one of the staples of the Western Mass metal and hardcore scene. You guys, Overcast, like.
It's funny because I was teaching guitar lessons at Performance Music in Westfield. At the time, it was mid to late 90s, I guess. And Adam D was there. He was teaching lessons just on the weekends. He was going to Berkeley at the time. And I had all these kids bringing in Aftershock songs to learn. So I think
my shit.
the guitar player, I think his name was Anthony at the time, was leaving for college. He's like, "Hey man, I heard you teaching kids Aftershock songs. Hey, we need a new guitar player. You want in?" I'm like, "Yeah, I already know. I know all those already." Kind of how that came to be.
You should have sent him like one of the 12-year-old kids that knew the songs.
Kid knows him better than me.
That's fucking hilarious. But no, like, regardless of, the time that you've been in the scene, Tyler's been there just as long.
Mhm.
And not once have I, like, you've never tried to, and nor wanted to, like, overshadow anything. You were just there. You were part of it. You know what I mean? Despite, like, 3 Grammy nominations, all that, like, and that's awesome that you've done that the whole time. And I really,
Let's start the.
let's
get the-
we already did all that.
We didn't say thanks to everybody.
I already did.
You did not.
I absolutely did.
I also
All
rate the
right.
beer a 5.
So,
if anyone
before-
wants
That's
to
good,
know.
man.
Whoa!
Put it down to your
Paul.
wiener. There we go.
What'd you do?
Magic.
First things first.
Rick, huh?
I do want to say, an inside joke. Anytime we have a guest on our show, have you seen She-Hulk and what did you think about it?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on She-Hulk?
Sean?
No, don't use Sean to bail you out. What's your thoughts on She-Hulk?
I don't know what a She-Hulk is.
Well, she's a lawyer,
Fair enough.
and then
She on
All
Disney.
right.
She fucked a lot.
She did fuck a lot.
She
What-
slept with, like,
Big green slut.
Charlie, she had sex with Daredevil. She had sex
awesome.
with
All right, no schluff.
someone
I know a
else.
few people like that.
You know a bunch of people that fuck
Oh, wait,
Daredevil?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It was good. I liked it.
I hate how it ended.
It
It was
a joke.
weird,
No, we're
but-
done with that.
We
I
will
thought it was
talk about
good.
this later.
No, we won't. I also forgot to mention Tyler. Sorry, I felt like
Hi.
a total asshole. I feel like an asshole for this. You've been in this scene just as long. You were in Once Beloved. You've been in Diecast. You played with Josta. Like, you've had just as much success. And I followed it ever since I met you. And
Fucking killing it in Paradise Slaves.
yeah, Paradise.
Fuck yeah. Shout outs Paradise Slaves.
Yeah, Paradise. Like, I've heard the shit coming out, and I'm so stoked for the album. Like, the whole thing.
Yeah, I can't wait at all.
So that's coming.
I'm excited.
Something funny, but I'm not going to.
Do
That
it.
one.
No, just say it.
But
We
you,
need
Move
as much
it.
of that as possible.
in my personal opinion, you guys have been amazing musicians, people, everything. So I'm done kissing your dick. So you're welcome.
He's not.
I'll probably
No, that's later.
yeah, I'll probably continue kissing your ass, but whatever.
Well, you just finished recording, right?
Yes. Yes.
There we
we're in the
go.
Studio kind of on and off probably the past almost 2 years with Killswitch, where we started writing the newest records. It is now officially done being recorded.
Right. Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Like as of a few weeks ago. And, I'm not sure when it'll be out. Hopefully soon. Can't hear him.
So for both of you, this is a question for both of you, going off of this, because you guys both have albums coming out. I mean, well, potentially soon, and then very soon. How soon do you write new shit? Like,
Yeah, like,
what's the time frame? on that?
How often are you guys writing?
Yeah,
Like-
When's it time?
Oh, good. Yeah. I don't know why it's not picking me up.
Well, you just
Talk
gotta-
closer.
Better?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. It's funny because I think a lot of bands will do that. You know, you write a record, you put it out, you tour for a year or two, you repeat. For us, it's just kind of like when we get sick of being at home, go on tour. We get sick of being on tour. We take time and make records. Sometimes they're 2 years in between. Sometimes they're 5 years. But the last one, Atonement, we did. We literally put it out. I think we did one tour in Europe. Got grounded. The whole COVID thing started. All the venues shut down. So that's kind of where our last new record was. It was like, hey, we have a new record, but we can't tour. That kind of. This break's been longer than normal.
Ah, gotcha. How about you?
So our album is done, and I would say that we probably already have another 12 songs ready for when the time comes.
Hell yeah.
Steve's heard new songs
God damn.
before he's heard
Old songs.
old songs. But everybody in Paradise Slaves writes music, so that makes it a lot
Wait,
easier.
what do you mean everybody?
Everybody.
I heard you guys broke up.
That's the rumor, yeah.
No, I've seen
Well,
it like 3
yeah,
times
well,
online, and it's like
Are you guys like the Beatles? Is
Yeah.
there a Ringo that
Yeah.
you just give them one song,
Yep.
an album?
Yep.
You could have an octopus, sure.
Yeah, the rumor is that we broke up because we haven't released the album. Funny thing.
But in reality, you guys got signed.
The reality is that it's been done, and we started to play shows, and we were going to self-release it, but in that time, we did end up signing with a major. So that's been the hang up on it. But there will be some actual news in May,
Yeah.
finally.
Hey.
But yeah, in the meantime, we've written a bunch of stuff. Like I said, everybody writes. Our drummer songs. He plays guitar, bass, drum. Brock even writes stuff, ideas. Everybody.
I do have to mention. I keep seeing the shiny thing on your finger. What is that?
This
Yeah, that.
Clocks and Colors.
That little
If
thing?
anyone has heard of that company, this guy just brought me it. It's they put out a custom ring with the logo.
Your anniversary, right?
That's is for sale now, or is it not out yet? I think it's out.
Pre-ordering.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
What?
It's a beautiful ring.
It's.
He got down on one knee.
Will you wear this tonight? No.
I said no.
He got down on the knee. Asked me.
Will
if
you
I would
be
wear it,
my
and then I told
brother?
him, no, I don't want to.
Brother?
He punched me. No. Let's ask some questions for real.
Oh, I got some questions.
Go ahead. Do you boof it?
What do you think of this hat?
Yeah, what do you think of my hat? My
had
sister
it.
got it for me. It's a diner that my sister and I went to as kids. And no,
All
but
right, Tyler, you up first? Answer.
Hey.
yeah, what do you think of my hat? What do you think of my hat? First question. So, what's a riff that, whether you've written it or another band's written it, that comes to your head when you're like, that's my favorite riff of all time? What is your favorite riff?
That's a good question. Give me a second. You go first.
I'll
Think-
tell you mine.
Yeah, you
I'm
think
gonna tell you
think on
mine.
it. Think on it.
You remember Harvest? Epic
Yeah.
here.
I don't know if I have a favorite one, but I would immediately think of
Oh shit, that's it.
like any Pantera riff,
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
can call some out.
you know?
My favorite
Some
riff is
suggestions?
"Wings of a Butterfly" by him.
Him, that's
Looking
one,
glass.
Fucking
yeah,
beautiful
obviously
riff.
one of our favorites too. Anything by them or like Pantera, guitar wise.
Damn, that's a long name.
That is good though.
Go Holy Wars by Megadeth.
That's
Classic.
good too.
Kind of, I remember like
Why
buying
didn't you
that
say
tab
it?
book when I was a kid and taking guitar lessons. And I kind of learned how to play guitar playing, trying to play the songs on Rust in Peace and Master of Puppets. Testament, I love Testament, all that stuff.
That actually goes into my second question, but I'll let you guys finish and while I pull up my phone because my notes are on there. Don't mind me.
Just a second.
I need a beer.
I have a cooler full. Do you guys want one?
Yeah, that was more Redemption Rock.
All right. So
Steve's a shill for redemption.
you guys are
Rock.
doing that. So my second question, because what Joel said,
All yours.
when did you start playing guitar and who started first? What was the first song you learned to play?
It's a three-parter?
Yeah.
That's two.
Who started first?
By my question marks, it's two.
Started off. So yeah, I started playing guitar. I think it was about 12, 13. I'd played piano for about 4 or 5 years. Finally convinced my folks to get a keyboard when I was like 7 or something. They made me take lessons.
You still play?
Not well.
I don't know
Remember
why,
some
but I
stuff.
thought you were talking about
But
guitar. I was like,
so I switched to guitar.
Yeah. Still play. Hey, you play guitar?
Not well. But yeah, I think it was about 12. But finally, again, we just got you that keyboard. Now you want a guitar, so switched to guitar. You probably started playing. You were younger than I was. You probably started playing
Still
guitar.
is.
He always will be. You were probably like 10 when you started playing. But I do remember the first song I learned how to play on guitar. Don't Cry, Roses.
Oh shit!
That's a good song.
Because it's like three.
Great.
My
band.
story's not as cool because it's the exact same thing. Started with piano for a bit, and then I remember I saw like guitars around the house, so I thought that was cooler. You had that red
It
Strat,
is.
the Washburn one or whatever, and I think you gave it to me, and then it just like sat on the floor in my room, and I was like, I play guitar for a long time.
So to piggyback off that, a lot of like playing piano. That's a great one to start with. Like you can kind of understand it's all laid out for you. Do you think that really helped in like how prolific you guys are in playing guitar? I would think it does.
Learned how to read music well playing piano, and I forgot how to read music entirely playing guitar.
And I would just,
I forgot how to play music.
But at least how chords interact and all that kind
for
of
sure,
shit.
yeah. You basically
but
play
we didn't
chords
know
there,
what they
so-
meant. I just hit stuff and it sounds good.
So if you were gonna, if you have a little kid and you're like, all right, they want to be a good guitarist, would you recommend them playing piano first? Is what I'm saying.
I think piano is a good first instrument for anybody starting. It's all laid out for you.
Yeah.
You kind of have to learn the bit. Okay, these are your scales. These are your chords.
And you can see the distance and the
Yeah.
relationship of
Probably
yeah.
one of the easier instruments to like sight read. All right there, you know.
Yeah, if you're going to take guitar lessons and you already had that first, it would probably make more sense going in.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I always
Yeah.
thought, but it's nice to have some
Yeah.
confirmation from
Fair.
some professionals. Yeah.
Before we go any further off, any other questions? Give it up to Deb and Mike for getting guitars for them. Like,
Deb and Mike.
Good Mike.
Tyler and Joel took care of it. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't have fucking tasty riffs. Whoa, speaking of tasty riffs, you have a shirt up there, right? A Subway shirt?
I do have a Subway shirt. Most of them sold. I think there's a large and a triple XL.
I'll take that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did a collaboration Subway spoof with the Streotzel name in the
Did a
Subway.
collaboration.
You got any
Collaboration.
trouble with Subway yet?
Not
Big
yet.
Subway?
Not yet.
Big sandwich?
But my friend that's an artist does we were talking one night about it. It just turned into a joke. And then one day he sent it to me. We had to get them made just for fun.
They look pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're still back there for
Yeah,
all the people in attendance.
The
not
old
the people
subway guy was
online.
no good.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
So how about this place here, man?
Oh yeah.
You wanna-
Tyler, talk about this place, because I've been here twice setting everything up and right now, and this place is fucking awesome. What is it?
What is
What
it?
is it? What was it?
Yeah, where are we right now? Please
We
tell
are
me.
in Westfield, Mass.
All right. Where's
This
that?
used to be, I think it was 1997 maybe was when it closed, but it used to be a comedy club. The downstairs was Tommy D's, and then this room was the 252 Comedy Club. And yeah, I think 97 was when it closed. But in those years, which sounds crazy, Jerry Seinfeld, Jim Carrey, Joe Rogan, Seth Rogen have all been up here, right here, performing
That's fucking nuts.
throughout the years when they were all like younger. And yeah, so initially it's a rehearsal space for Paradise Slaves. But you know, when the potential for the spot and not having places like this around, we wanted to utilize it for all our friends and things like this. And, you know, podcast rehearsals, we've done video shoots, photo shoots.
It's fucking cool.
So it's kind of just a workspace. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It's quite the mood.
I've been driving
Yeah.
around Western Mass, picking chandeliers out of the trash. And
You didn't tell me this.
Yeah, it's like a very
And-
shining vibe.
yeah.
I
And
mean, yeah,
texting my good friend
totally.
Mark back there that was helping at the door today. He did all the electrical work up here, which is insane.
Hey!
Mark.
When he first came up here, and I was like, "Hey, I got this spot. There's no electrical. Can you come look at it?" And the look on his face when he walked into this place was like was crazy. But he's probably been here, spent more time than I have here. But yeah, it didn't look anything like this when we first came in. It's still under construction.
So
This place is
man.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I got a question. I know Adam lives in California now, right?
Yes.
How does writing
That was gonna be one of my questions.
work with
Piece
you
of
guys
shit.
now?
You
I
piece.
apologize.
Well, it's funny because we did a couple of records where we'd all just kind of record demos on our computers and fire them off to each other.
it's like the old mixtape.
You know,
recordings.
it's kind of weird. We did it 2 records that way. Kind of got sick of doing it like that. Like, you know, it doesn't feel like we're creating music as a band.
Yeah.
So the last record, this newest one that will be coming out, we rented a place in East Hampton called the Ohm. Good friend Robbie Ives owns that
Yep.
place. So we just rented it out for a couple of weeks, and we were like, let's write this one together. We used to do back in my parents' basement.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time since we've done that. So we tried to do this one like a band again. It's kind of fun.
That's awesome.
You know, we don't rehearse a ton anymore because we just tour and play, and once people know what's going on, we're like, okay, practice on your own and off you go.
I could not do that.
It's tricky.
I don't have
sometimes.
that kind of accountability.
It's
Self
tricky.
accountability.
So I got a question coming in from Australia,
Holy shit.
both for you two.
Good day, mate.
Tell him to go to bed.
Yeah. If you guys are on a desert island and you can only bring in one guitar and one amp, what would it be? He says cheers from Australia, from PJ.
One guitar and one amp, huh?
I wouldn't bring anything good
Oh,
on purpose.
Being
Just
bringing
sand in your guitar,
Esteban.
man.
Right?
Yeah.
Why are you going to bring me?
Well, Joel and I, we used to joke. We went around collecting all these crate amps. My basement was like a salvage yard for a while, and people had no idea why we wanted them. But put back all the old death metal bands to use them and stuff. So like the Metal Zone crate and stuff. But realistically,
You two.
if I had to bring one guitar and amp, I would bring some sort of Marshall amp because bring one of the comparison guitars I play because you can play anything on them.
Yeah,
Be happy with that.
I'd probably bring. I have a new model coming out with Comparison that we've been working on for the last 2.5 years,
Oh, shit.
and it kind of does everything really well. You know, it does the metal crunchy stuff. You know, you can pop out as Fishman, so you can kind of pop it out, do classic rock tones, humbucker.
Yeah.
Single coil in the neck. all your bluesy stuff too. So I would probably bring that guitar. Does everything well. And I have an old Soldano SLO that I've had for a million years, and that's been my favorite amp forever. So I'll bring that.
Did
What's
you?
fucked up is it's a desert island. There's no electricity.
So yeah,
Doesn't
did you
matter.
ever see?
I just bring it to look at.
There's none.
Bring it to look at.
When you're
What would be the album you wrote? Would you write an album fucking like folky? Would you write it metal?
me?
Yeah, both of you.
I
On
would
a
be,
desert island.
So
just
I wouldn't.
yourself.
I wouldn't even. I'd just throw my guitar in the sand. I would be on the beach, looking out for a vintage tube screamer that might have belonged to our friend Zach way back in the day that maybe got passed along or sold to or something. I'd be on the
yeah.
lookout for that.
What's that shit
Be
about?
traded.
Kind of
Okay.
one of those kicking around.
So I'd be on the lookout for that.
We got some guitarists out in the crowd here.
Think of-
Oh, all right. What would you bring?
The Sears, Zach.
Pretend.
Just turn it upside down.
Kurt Cobain it and kill yourself.
Nice.
All right.
Who's Floyd?
Never met him.
PJ said he can't go to bed now. It's 12:07 on a Sunday afternoon. So, I would
AM?
yes, like 12.
It's like noon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in Australia.
That's like that's when I got home today from.
In Australia,
setting
the
this up last
clock
night.
goes the other way.
That's not true at all.
It was getting early.
Got hammered with Steve last night. I got hammered with Steve last night. I ate a 12-piece KFC chicken.
He did not
Did
want
you
to
get the
share
new
his
one?
chicken with me. We
I
were
gave
leaving-
you one piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under duress.
Did you get the new one with
Yeah.
the pepperoni and cheese?
No,
What?
I didn't
No,
even
the
know
pizza?
about this.
Yeah, the pizza.
There's a KFC.
Breaking
is a
news here on Dead Dad's Club.
Chipizza.
There is.
They have what?
Chipizza.
Did you say chipizza?
Chipizza?
But no, I went home.
What it's
I
Yeah.
laid down with my dogs. I ate a 12-piece chicken. It was great.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You
Did
ate
you
it
watch
laying
Cast
down
Away?
with.
Yeah, I give no fucks.
Do you finish
Oh
She-Hulk?
no! What the fuck was? Okay.
My wife wasn't home. I can do what I want.
I did something.
What?
I fell asleep on my couch.
Not with your wife.
Yeah, I ate a
12-piece with your wife. I did a 12-piece with your wife. I got really drunk and then tried to give my cat a bag of Funyuns, and
Yeah, valid.
I thought he'd love them. He smacked them around, and then apparently in the middle of the night he collected all the pieces, which he doesn't do stuff like that, and he stuffed them all around the rim of his bed and pushed them all in. So when Megan back there woke up, she was wondering why there was Funyuns all stuffed in like a perfect circle in the cat bed.
My dog's fiend for blueberries.
I hope that wasn't me.
My dog's fiend for blueberries.
Good for the coat.
Yeah. My wife buys blueberries, eats them. And one of my dogs, his name is Guinness. And
Not
like
the
your dog,
blueberries.
he's a little Yorkie. He bites people. He's an asshole. But
That's the sucky one.
that's the sucky one.
All right.
Dublin's the nice one. Dublin's my dog.
All right.
Guinness is my wife's dog.
What did you name them
I
after?
get it. Wife's dog bites people.
Ireland.
This is my dog Miller.
This is my dog, Bush Latte. But no, when my wife's eating blueberries, my dog Guinness will come up and slap her in the face with his paw. Yeah. And until he gets a blueberry.
I got your,
Just hits her.
got your dog's back.
Like, yeah,
That's a real
I'd hit your wife too for a blueberry.
I don't know why it's doing that. I am totally using a $400 mic the wrong way. I feel so weird about it.
But I have a question.
Go ahead.
All right. What is one show that either of you guys look back on and think like that was the best show I've ever played, and you still think about it?
I didn't think of one I played, but one came to mind right down the street here when I was like 12. You might remember this. It was at Gabby's, which was turned into Shenanigans. It's right up the road. But I was probably like,
Oh, I played Shenanigans once.
I was probably like 12, but this show would never happen again. But it was Aftershock. I think it was the same night. Brothers Keeper, Bane, Converge, Coalesce, and someone else for $3 at Gabby's. And I remember getting dropped off, and I was like, "What?" It was just like those shows would never happen anymore. It was awesome.
I'll ask this after you answer.
Come to the mic.
Oh, my favorite show
Yeah,
Playing
that
though,
I've ever played.
your favorite show.
So far, man. I think my favorite Killswitch show was probably when we filmed that DVD way back at the Worcester Palladium. You know, it was for some reason, it was my birthday like that week and leading up to that. And was it World Ablaze, the name of that DVD? I can't even remember.
What year was
Yo,
this?
serious
That must have been like 2005 or something, 2006.
I was like running around this morning trying to do so much shit to get everything here because all this equipment's mine. I'm on the phone literally with Tyler, telling him I'm looking for something, and I open up one of my drawers and I start laughing fucking hysterically, and yeah, I'm a wizard. No, but for real, like I start laughing so fucking hard, and he's like, what? And I go, Set the World Ablaze was staring at me in the face, and I was like, that's just fucking so much karma. Not karma, but fate. Wow.
I was
stopped
brushing my
drinking.
teeth while you were doing that.
Even weirder.
Oh,
And I was staring in my own face in the mirror, brushing my teeth, thinking about you.
that's fucking awesome.
No.
Oh, okay.
If we could only all be so lucky.
Yeah.
So how many guys? How many guys have you guys had? How many? Yeah. How many dudes? Now, how many times have you guys played together?
Quite a few over the years, man.
Right.
Oh.
And have you guys been in the same band?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well,
I mean, because it kind of seems like a waste, right? Not a waste,
of
but
time for
no,
the
it's a
listeners.
waste.
Yes.
You have.
I heard
No,
something
no.
about toe surgery.
Oh,
yes.
Jesus. Is that you or me?
And
Is that me or you? Do you remember that story? The toast.
I do remember this story.
It's both.
Do you
Whoa.
do you want to do that one, or do you want me to tell you how it started? Because I grew up skateboarding like most of my friends, I feel like, and my toes were always messed up and gross. I had to get like a small surgery on one of my toes, and it was, I remember it was disgusting.
Well, I remember asking you how your doctor's appointment. Remember this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we'll get to the band part eventually.
What?
Well, this is
Don't
part.
worry.
This is like
part of it.
I
build
feel.
up.
Have you guys ever answered this question? I feel this is
No.
like one of the most obvious questions to
We've
be
never
asked.
answered this.
I
It's
don't
a
think
secret
anyone's
band.
ever heard about
Shit.
this, and I don't even know.
So check
It's
this
an
out.
exclusive.
Some of this the other day.
So Tyler goes to the doctor. He's got an ingrown toenail from skateboarding and snowboarding, all that stuff.
Gross.
He comes back. I'm like, how'd your appointment go? Well, the doctor needs to burn out the root of my nail with acid.
LSD.
So I won't, maybe, hopefully, so that it won't grow back and grow ingrown anymore. I said, well, what happens if that doesn't work? Tyler says, well, she's told me if that doesn't work, you have to resort to a more brutal technique.
Shit.
So I'm like, dude, we got to start
Good
a band
band
called
name.
Brutal Technique.
Oh, same
Hence the name.
wavelength.
Brutal technique
Yeah.
was born after that.
Yeah. And it was like, if Despised Icon and Hatebreed were not serious at all.
Pretty much.
Kind of, right?
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
what's funny is we have songs
I'm in.
recorded and I sang on them.
Yes,
I didn't
you
even
did.
play guitar.
Give us a little sample.
No.
I signed. Well, I can't because since Paradise Slave signed the deal,
Under contract not to sing.
they have rights to first refusal for Brutal Technique. So I can't spill the beans right here.
You have to
Whoa.
negotiate a deal for the
I have to
technique.
negotiate.
I feel, yeah.
That's legal.
That's legal shit.
I don't think he's.
Yeah. Fucking.
Oh,
God damn, Saul Goodman. You fucking throwing some shit at us.
you got me.
All right.
But yeah, we did do that and it's ridiculous. We should release it this year.
Probably should.
2 songs.
No shit. How long ago was this?
The brutal
Release it
technique,
already.
The brutal
Yeah.
technique stuff is 20 years ago.
Oh yeah.
The stuff that I heard last week was when was that recorded?
What were you listening to last
Oh,
week?
I don't know.
It's
What the
probably
fuck was it?
It's probably more than 20.
What? I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know. You played some shit for me. Said that it was you and maybe it wasn't you two.
Oh, that was something different.
Okay. I sincerely
That is some
apologize.
stuff. What I showed you,
I just
I don't know
hyped
if
you
anybody
guys
here
up.
would care
for
about this,
nothing.
but the first band I was ever in was called Once Beloved, and Mike Grant, the singer, who was there was like 10 years where we didn't talk just because just life happens and everyone's doing their thing. But we've been talking pretty much daily for the last few years, and we're actually working on some music together. And I think that's what I showed you. the really
Oh,
heavy
you're right.
stuff.
That's right. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
You know, I totally hyped
Yeah.
up something that didn't exist. I apologize.
Thank you.
Also, shout out to Phil Bonk for
And Phil Bonk was
for
also in Once
Uncle
Full Up
Phil.
too, and he helped out with some setup stuff.
yeah, last
some
minute stuff
microphones and
that
stuff,
that
yeah.
I fucked up and didn't bring.
Which also
Fill
Phil
me.
Bonk, Hero in the Horror, they recorded their music video up here. They were the first band up in this space.
With Running Scared music
With
production,
Running Scared,
movie production.
Josh,
Yeah,
and then they're on Salt of the Earth Records. Our friends here hanging out. in
give it
the
up to
house.
Salt
Yeah.
to the Earth,
Yeah.
Running Scared,
So,
like all that stuff. Yeah, I'm so sorry about the feedback, guys. We're trying to fix it. I think. More questions. What's you got any good party stories? I know somebody's done something fucked up. I would ask if you've boofed anything, but you didn't even know what boofing was.
I
Yeah,
didn't,
just
yeah,
move it.
I didn't know the term.
Oh, okay.
He's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, so you.
You're like, oh,
That's
That's what
called.
boofing is.
all right.
I didn't know what I did all the time was.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Are you?
Kidding.
Are you sure?
Only on a
Party story.
Oh, hold on. Does Joel remember the time someone threw a trash can from the pit, Detroit State Theater show now called the Fillmore, and it smashed you right in the head?
Yes.
And he said no. In parentheses, it says no. It wasn't me. I was in the balcony.
I was gonna say I love that guy, but if it's not him,
From Blair Bondy.
Blair
don't know.
Bondi. That's
To
from
come-
Blair?
To
Yes.
come
Oh,
in
what's
on
up,
you
Blair?
like, do
Um,
you remember that?
I was there, but it was funny. I wasn't there.
what did you do? Did you just keep playing? Like
Yeah.
a trash can
Well,
just hit you in the
you
head,
know,
and you're just like,
no, it was a rubber trash.
I was about to ask, was it metal or
It
rubber?
wasn't metal, thankfully.
Okay.
And we were on-
That's all that
so
matters.
we were on
It's
tour.
not Oscar the Grouch fucking trash can coming out your head.
No. Well, it looked like one, but it was like
Oscar the
gray.
Grouch
It was like,
would be like,
yeah,
fuck
did you
you.
did you laugh?
My
I
house.
did. I did. You know, we were on tour with Slayer.
Oh.
Tough crowd, right? People are there to see Slayer.
I just saw they came back.
Like, dude, if we don't get booed, that's fine, right? But and one day I get hit with a full trash barrel. not like trash, like the full barrel.
I dream of going on a.
At least somebody had the fucking decency to take the trash out of it.
It was empty then.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I would have just
It
kicked
can
it
always
back
be
and
worse.
walked off stage.
Yeah.
No, party stories. Anything good? No. Yes.
Anything you can say.
Anything you want to talk
Man, I
about?
don't even know.
So
Well, our
this is-
parents
are
are
here.
in the
Alright.
house, so
well, so this is
You know?
kind of a two-parter, really, because I wrote these, right? So there was this celebrity story, right? Because I heard Steve Martin,
my man Steve Martin,
right? And then this is going to bleed into party stories. So this is going to be celebrity stories.
Can I just add something?
No,
He has an incredible,
Incredible.
His incredible bluegrass.
yeah, he's a banjo player,
You
like
went too much
master banjo
talking.
player.
It
No,
works
I'm
tonight, are we?
Yes, that's what we do.
Mysterious?
So-
Was it-
I still have 3 bottles.
Hysterious, I think. Yeah, that was good. So the celebrity stories and then party stories, because I'm kind of talking more of like the high profile shit. Like
Yeah.
what when you walk in the thing, you're like, I shouldn't fucking be here, kind of thing.
That's what I thought when I walked
Yeah.
into my own space today. To all you guys, I was like, fuck, I almost left. Good
But-
luck, have fun.
Brett Hill says, "We got to hear the gnarliest shit you guys have seen on tour."
Oh, no,
Gnarliest-
that's on. Hey, Brett, I got you. That's a question coming up. All right.
We'll get it.
But yeah, celebrity into party stories.
yeah,
What do we got?
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'm gonna stick around. I have to pee so bad.
Celebrity
I'm gonna stick
party?
for this one.
So I'll ask
You ain't
this.
cool unless
Yeah, just do it. Go pee. Go pee.
There's so many people watching.
We'll
Just
take a
go.
break.
You're not
I
taking-
feel like
Hey,
everybody has
listen,
to pee.
You
We'll
still take the camera with you.
People
There's
get
too many people watching. I might not pee. I'll just
people get paid. People get paid to do this on live stream, buddy.
You pay me enough, I will.
want to fart in a jar for 10 grand.
start an OnlyFans where
What's
you
your
pee
question,
yourself.
Steve?
What?
What were you gonna say?
So- So I'll ask: has peeing your pants ever paid off? Or peeing your pants?
Yes.
Has having to piss ever paid off for you, Tyler?
Probably not. I wet the bed till I was way too old. And
Yeah.
Are we
I
talking
actually-
21, 22?
in fact, like a couple months ago, there was like 3 nights in a row where I kept wetting the bed. And I was like, sorry, Megan,
The
I had like,
little laugh right
I had
there
like
is just
30
like-
Miller Lights last night. And it happened for like
I feel
3,
like that shouldn't count.
it happened for like
It
3
still
days in a
counts.
row. And
You're not doing it just.
no, I just,
You're
but
not
I was
just
like,
doing it with an empty barrel. You're doing it with
no,
30
but I was in a
millers
good
behind
place. I had
you.
a good time. I went to bed and
Have you guys
Things
ever heard the Shadows Fall Wetting the Bed story?
No, go ahead.
This is pretty good because those guys.
I am genuinely intrigued.
professional drinkers.
Bedwetters. Oh,
Professional drinkers.
okay.
Back in
I
the
was
day.
hoping you were going to say bedwetters.
Oh, that too. We're getting to that. Getting to that.
All right, go
So,
on,
everybody
King.
who drink all day, all night, whatever. Guys go to bed. A number of them, I won't even say names, band and crew. They would brag about this after too. So I'm not going to get in trouble for saying.
Yeah,
You're
we
so
fucking
drunk in your bunk on the bus, you're not going to get up and go use the bathroom, piss yourself. And they had this thing where they wrap the blanket around themselves like a taco. So they'd have this dry part to sleep on, so they called it the piss taco.
That's so gross.
And I think for a while Matt wanted to call his studio Piss Taco Studios, but he just didn't win.
I've worked
That's a
on
good
an
friend of
ambulance for like a decade, and I do that with gross patients.
Yeah.
I wrap them in a blanket taco.
The actual
And now
piss
you
taco.
can call it a
That's a
piss
piss
taco.
taco.
Yeah, it's a thing, man.
Oh, that's my next song.
But
Piss
what-
I never
taco.
knew there was a name for it.
I never tried it.
but what those guys always
You
said,
should
what,
try it.
what was more gross than that was they'd go to get into their
Or
bunk.
grosser.
More grosser. I don't know. They'd go to get into their bunk at the end of the night,
We're 3 for 3 on new
and they
words
would move
tonight.
this big greasy, like the curtain to get into the bunk in the tour bus. To come to find out, it was Brian's dreadlocks hanging down from the top bunk. Yeah,
What?
disgusting.
No, I'm
I
good.
love
I'm good
those
at this.
I love
Sure.
it.
No.
I love Brian,
I love
but
those
dreads
guys.
creep me out, and I always feel like they're going to bust open and spiders are going to come out.
They're so huge.
That's just
They're so huge.
That's
It's
got-
a
he's got
fear of
impressive
mine.
So
dreads, man.
I never remember his
Yeah.
name, and I just personally refer to him as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Brian Fair?
I don't know if that makes
Really?
any sense.
talking about?
Shadows Fall?
The
Yeah.
singer Shadows Fall?
Yeah, he has like
Brian
the
Fair.
dreadlocks.
Brian Fair.
So like the silhouette of him, I feel is like Sonic the Hedgehog.
That man's
big
used to be an ice cream man. Funniest fucking thing. I remember seeing that on like, yeah, it was
Doesn't
on
have to make sense
it was on
anymore.
MTV or
That's no idea.
something. I think Kurt Loder did a fucking thing, and it was like weird jobs people in the metal scene have had. And it's like Brian Fair,
Got it.
go piss, kid.
Gonna wrap them up in a
Wow.
blanket.
Wow.
Piss taco.
yeah. We got a blanket
Wally
for him.
Bees, do we
have
have
a blanket.
another one of those?
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
he's got a strong guy.
If anyone wants one of these beers, I got a meat question.
Meat.
It's called the meat sweats. All right.
Meat sets with Colin.
At what temperature is medium rare? That's too high.
Josh, answer this question.
What?
Medium rare. What temperature?
Brian hit me in the face with his locks at Mayhem Festival.
Who got it? 135. Yeah.
Come
just
get
said
your
it.
prize, King.
You got a beer.
I don't know.
Temperature of the beer.
All right, give it to someone else.
135.
Oh, he's working. Megan will have it.
Okay,
Megan's the only one that walked up, so
we are gonna
anyone could have walked up. And
we
it
are
would've
gonna
been
give
actual-
some beer away. So don't. There's more meat sweats. Oh, he's back. Don't talk shit anymore.
We have
Stop.
more beer to give away, kind of. So
So, what I'm trying to think of the best way to.
Is it this one?
No. Well, kind of. What have you guys like? I already know the answer, but I'm asking for everybody else. Being brothers in music together, like, has there been time where like the support just wasn't there, or you guys continuously support each other, and I've seen it, but like, has there ever been a time you're just like, nah, fuck him?
No.
All right. What's the competition like?
different answers.
I
It
wrote.
sounds like
So
absolutely.
Absolutely.
what's the competition like being brothers in like opposite bands and shit? Is there a little competition
There's
there, or
none.
is it just
No.
love and
The
support?
only time I ever heard about this guy saying, "All right, fuck
Right.
him," was We were at a I won't name people or places, but we were at a
Sounded like you
show.
almost said Shadows Fall.
No, I love those guys. We were at a venue,
Like that.
and I was having too much fun, and I had a little too many, and I took the fire extinguisher off the wall, and I was running around like spraying people, and you were supposed to drive me home or make sure someone had the keys, and then you finally got so fed up, you're like, you know what? Fuck that guy. If he crashes, I don't give a fuck. And then like 20 minutes later, you're like, you make it home safe? Cool.
You guys are such good
And
brothers.
it's like, I love you, man.
But you told I asked you for your keys, and you told me you were gonna kill me. Fuck you, I'll kill you. I was like, all right.
How often do
I
you
don't-
guys fight?
I don't want you getting into my
Not
house.
that often.
No,
How about even growing up?
Yeah, not really. that
Dude,
often.
oh my God.
But that's-
My
that's
family's so
relevant.
dysfunctional.
Always at our spats.
Yeah, no,
Like-
not too much.
You're currently not in a fight right now.
I mean,
Not
all right,
yet.
here's a
Sibling.
funny one because my parents are
That's
here, right?
nuts.
My parents are here. So
Yeah.
here's a funny one. We set up my parents. I was like 10 and he was like 6 or 7. We set up my parents' bed like a wrestling ring because they had the posts.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna fucking wrestle. We ended up like taking a spill off the bed into the wall. Tyler ended up with a black eye.
Yep.
Had to be in the Christmas pageant as a friggin' angel in church like 2 days
Yeah.
later. The dude had to walk down dressed like an angel with a giant.
Yeah, I've been like,
That's
I've been
fantastic.
And nothing,
there's a great picture of you. with that
nothing has
somewhere.
changed. I've been dinged up
Yeah.
since I was like 6.
Yeah.
All right, so wrestling.
Yeah.
Did you see Sting's last match?
What?
Oh,
No.
well
Nope.
then.
This is
This is way
crazy.
Segue.
This is something I wouldn't talk
Oh,
about. But I actually I'm not going to name names. We'll talk after. I got a message from a professional wrestler that asked if they could book a private wrestling event up here, which I think would be amazing. I'm worried about the ceilings. And I was like, I don't think they're high enough. And then Josh at the bar was like,
Is it midget
if they're
wrestling?
midgets, they could. And then he's like, dude, it'd be so badass. They'd be swinging from the chandeliers and shit. And he's like, I'm bartending that night.
Was he here like a handful of months ago around this area?
I don't actually,
I think I know who it is.
We're not naming names.
I can't name names.
No, not names.
Midgets.
2 of my best friends and I go to midget wrestling every year. It's our annual event together.
Awesome.
And real.
No, but now we are.
I suppose there used to be a strip club in.
Midget, we go to the Palladium in Worcester
South Hadley.
whenever it's around.
No,
We're going
used to have
no,
a
it was
Max
club,
Cap.
It was a club. It was a
Max
club.
cap.
Yeah,
The old,
Max Cap
the
is
old
gone.
Max cap.
Was the old?
Was that a
where
strip
was
club?
that Max? Was that next to Bargain Outlet?
No. Well, yes, but then
Okay.
they moved to my Cabot Street.
Okay.
They
So,
used to do it.
That's where it was.
I played Max Cap and Cabot Street.
You played the old Max
It was a
Cap.
good time.
Max Cap,
It
So
was a good time.
the old Max Cap was like one of the first ones to
Yeah.
start doing midget
Yeah.
wrestling.
Dude, it's awesome. They swing each other like a.
Is that
They, like,
Boston
it's,
Road
it's
one?
amazing.
Old school.
I think so.
Springfield.
It was
right?
probably 2004.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember going to that shit and being like, I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh or.
I love it. So if anyone's interested, I believe it's at, is it Pulaski Park in East Hampton? Is that what it's called?
Pulaski Hall.
Pulaski Club.
Yeah.
So I saw June 5th.
Arm wrestling.
There's a lot.
So I saw
No,
I
there's a
think
lot
I
of
saw June
Pulaskis.
5th
Oh,
is
yeah.
midget wrestling
There's
at
a
Pulaski
lot
Park.
of Pulaskis.
Your club.
I get hammered, and it is the best time you ever have because everyone's so into it. They're so little. And then you just yell with everybody, and then you make friends with everybody next to you. It is so good.
They do a weekly wrestling show at the White Eagle in Worcester, and it's apparently phenomenal.
One of my friends does that.
Yeah, that sounds almost racist, but it's not.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up.
Like, oh, they got a weekly wrestling thing at the Grand Dragon in Worcester.
Oh,
They go to
oh.
Kahula.
Speaking
Yeah, it's a Chinese restaurant. right?
speaking about like
You can have a
almost.
Mai Tai.
Do you guys remember the Hookie Lao?
Oh, I fucking miss the Hookie Lao
I miss
so
Hookie
much.
Lao, yeah.
They keep doing pop-ups locally. Yeah, they're
You
doing
saw that,
pop-ups.
yeah.
I live in Worcester now, so it sucks. But like I hate every day that I see them doing a pop-up.
Do you know the story about that?
Special there.
The Hookie
So-
Lao.
With the pop-up thing
No.
menu. So I didn't know what it was, but apparently the guy that does it, he's part of the family, so he knows like the recipes and he worked there and stuff. So it's supposed to be proper.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
the pop-ups.
The pop-up
Oh,
is
I believe
actually
it.
one of the family members making the food.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
Yeah.
they'd ever just
Yeah.
put out that thing. Like I love
Yeah.
their fucking spare ribs. I love everything they did. I saw Norm Macdonald there. That was one of the best fucking shows they did a lot of good comedy there. Sure.
All right.
We were supposed to have 5 mics, but like 3 of them died. Sorry.
It's fine. I have a question for you guys. All right. So being brothers in the industry, have you guys ever had an issue where you had to stick up for the other one?
Oh shit.
I know a little
I'm
bit about
sure.
this story.
Yes.
What did you say?
Yes, for both of us, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I think so.
Has some-
Nothing probably specific to get into, but just just like I don't know, basic stuff probably.
I think we always try to look out for each other.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever?
played a show and you're like, saw someone talking with Tyler? I gotta go.
Never had to intervene. Never
No,
had to do that.
no.
I mean,
I-
that's good.
If he sees me, he just stays out
I've
of the
known
way.
Tyler long enough to know that he can hold his own in most
could take
situations.
I believe it.
I like it's funny since the day I met you, like you have this like demeanor like you're going to fucking punch somebody, but you're the biggest fucking teddy bear I've ever met.
Thanks, Steve.
I just
I was the
fuck
first one
um,
here, and I thought Tyler was gonna hit me walking.
yeah,
Well,
like
I wanted to hit you,
Yeah,
but I still do. But
punchable face.
with that being said, when this is over,
I take after.
I'll be back there giving hugs.
if,
What's he doing now? Oh, he's dead. Nice.
in case anybody's wondering, we just changed our name because you might have seen it as Nerds of Unusual Origin. We did change our name to the Dead Dads Club. It's something we all share in common. All our dads are dead. And shout out to our dads.
They don't mean it to be that negative.
Sorry for your losses.
Yeah.
It's been 13 years, but I appreciate it. For me, anyways. Like if there's stickers back there that people can take, there's only a couple because I suck.
Oh, Steve,
but
by
that's
the way-
that's his mustache on there.
By the way, Steve, too, when the podcast is over, everyone that grabbed a ticket, there's some beer koozies and a little printout that Steve edited together.
Yep,
You guys are welcome to go grab those when this is over.
for sure. Couple more. There's more questions. We're gonna take a 15-minute breather just so you guys, if anybody needs to do anything, take a piss, all that, and then come back. But is there what's all right? I gotta ask this specifically for you because I keep seeing this. Have you ever played in Jakarta?
Yes.
Have you ever been scared for your life in Jakarta? So all right. I'll preface this with I've seen 2 separate stories. A couple of years ago, we had Dan O'Connor from 4 Year Strong on our on a show, and he was talking about like being in Jakarta and it being kind of the craziest place he's ever been.
Steve, for the people that don't know where that is, where is that?
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Yeah. It's I don't. He never really explained why it's crazy to be there. But it just seems like crime is fucking everywhere.
I didn't really get a crazy.
Really?
I was like, this place is kind of misty and weird and mysterious.
Okay.
We've only been there once.
So
One show, in and out.
so he was explaining like it's kind of a sketchy place to be. But then he said as soon as we started playing, 1,200 people, because I don't remember where they were in their career at the time, but he's like 1,200 people were just singing along, and it was the craziest fucking experience ever. But I just watched a video. The drummer that's now playing for I Prevail.
Yep.
He's a YouTuber. Drum Beats Online, I believe, is his YouTube name. But they just played in Jakarta, and they shut the show down like halfway through. They shut the show down halfway through because the stage was falling apart, and they fucking rioted. But before that, he was talking about how he can't what? I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like they're trying to. Whoa! No, they rioted. They tore the place apart. Yeah, it's anyways Jakarta.
Jakarta. Yeah,
but no,
actually, that's funny. I think the time we played Jakarta was Jordan Mancino playing for us.
Okay.
Because Justin had broken his collarbone in a bike accident.
What was that? What year was that?
I can't remember.
I remember hearing about.
At least 10.
Yeah, I remember.
We had like a Southeast Asia tour. We did like Thailand.
I've heard some crazy stories about.
If I remember
Jakarta.
correctly, that was Jordan playing.
Steve, I was thinking you and I should go on a vacation together.
Let's go. You want to go to Jakarta?
Jakarta.
Fuck yeah, I am down. What's the best place you guys have played? What both of you? Like, what's the best venue / city you guys have played in? What's the worst city you've played in?
Let's take.
Maybe we'll tackle it after the break.
Yeah,
Think
all
about
right.
What, you want to take a break?
What?
Yeah.
Do we have a thing? It was
Give
my
each-
idea. Your wife.
You think about that during my live stream. When this
Wife.
happens.
Do you want me to take the camera? I can.
Steve, you had a
No.
question about like shows, right? You
What?
said the shows.
Yeah. What's the worst show, like, show venue you've ever played? What's the best?
I don't really have a worst, but
Brett Hill will get to that.
I don't know what 130 means.
so like right before COVID hit, we did like a month in Europe, and you've been over there a million times, and all those shows are always insane.
What band was that with?
That was with Josta.
Okay.
So that's where we did like a 4-piece Josta set, and then we
Trying to
Kirk from
fucking
Crowbar
touch
came
you.
out. did
Sorry.
some of his tunes. Dino from Fear Factory came out. We played some of his songs. Whatever. And then we'd all do, as a 3-piece guitar, we would do Hatebreed. So it was just kind of like a party thing. But Europe has always been like, you played there for years. The people that, it's a whole different scene. Like people there just love music. So there's thousands of people all day long singing along to every band. No issues. Right. And the closest I got to that over here was we just Paradise Slaves in July played in Alaska last July. And it was crazy because the crowd over there reminded me of the crowd in like Germany. Just like everyone was just there for music and excited and happy. And it's weird. You don't see that everywhere. You would think bands that sell out tours every night and they play the whole US, but like some shows are still weird even though they're sold out. And it's such a weird vibe.
I
You
have
get spoiled.
like
Alaska's like, oh my god, somebody
It's
came
crazy.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a much different view on like playing shows and stuff. Like the most I've ever played in front of is like 1,000.
Which is still awesome. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
And it's weird when people know your shit. It's weird. Like so where I was going with that is like never fathom the idea of like being in Europe and somebody knowing my words.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool. But I mean, I still don't fathom that, but I don't have a band. So, but yeah, like it's a crazy idea to know that somebody in some other country that doesn't even speak the language you speak knows every words to almost every song you have.
Yeah. I think I thought of the venue too. So when we did Diecast, when John and I were doing Diecast together, and Brad too, Brad from Paradise Slaves, our bass player, he was also in Diecast. So the three of us have history together, but for whatever reason on those
Shout out to John
Diecast tours, Georgia was always insane. For whatever reason, there's like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people
Fucking Bible Belt,
just
man.
singing along to Diecast,
Which is weird,
Which is
especially for the
weird.
Bible Belt.
right?
Yeah.
But it
You
was
guys
always
play?
awesome.
Tabernacle Church?
I think we did the Tabernacle, yeah, right, Tabernacle Church
That's a cool venue.
with
Masquerade.
Wait,
so-and-so.
you guys
No,
have literally
is the
put-
Masquerade in Atlanta? Yeah, we did the Masquerade.
There's a good metal scene there.
And then we played at the Masquerade together, I think.
Yep.
Times, yeah.
Blair Bondi said Europe does festivals correctly and they love metal. USA festivals are different.
Yeah, it's just a different
Yeah.
vibe.
Definitely true. I don't think the whole festival thing has really caught on in the States like it has in Europe. It's like it's been a thing in Europe for so many years.
So
Oh,
like
really?
you go there and
Yeah.
you'll see like Good Charlotte plays, right? And there's
Fucking
like
love them.
I do too. But there's like 300,000 people singing along to Good Charlotte, right?
It's a
And then
new day.
the stage spins around and Slayer comes
I
out
messed up.
and the same crowd is singing along to Slayer.
Yeah.
Whereas if that happened here, like
Well, you know what it is. We
You're
like
right.
he would be
like,
getting killed.
those are. I mean, it's all rock, but it's like
It's
like
weird.
separate
Yeah.
like sinks of rock, and
Yeah.
it's like if you like this, you can't like that.
Yeah.
And America's brutal. We're
Yeah.
bullies. So it's like, oh, you like Good Charlotte? Fucking loser.
I know,
You
it's weird.
Suck. And over there, they're just like, I
They're
like
just
what
happy to
I
have
like what
music.
I like.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's cool.
It's
and here
awesome,
we're
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
fuck you, that's lame.
So
And
the very first tour Killswitch ever did in Europe was with 5.0 and 36 Crazy Fest.
Hey,
It was in 2001 or 2.
yeah, I
It's
know.
kind of a totally weird tour because all the bands were so different. And like that tour did better for all three bands than any of us had ever done States. The first time any of us were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is
Ugh.
cool. Like, because people kind of gave a shit. We're like, okay, you guys all came all the way over here and like well attended and people knew the songs and all three bands are like blown away by it. That's where I met Brock, and that's
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
super fun. All those guys. So
That's fucking awesome.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Fun memories.
And actually, and to add on to a point, don't you touch this. And actually, we talked about this last time I saw you. It was the last ever show I did with my very first band I was in, and it was Diecast. I can't remember where I think I did find it. Right?
I remember. I don't know if this is how you told it, but I remember like you built up this story where so we did the Paradise Slaves beer release. We all went back to Joel's house.
Yeah.
We're all hanging out.
I don't remember half that.
That's what happens there. We had so much
Yeah.
pizza.
Oh, I remember that.
Joel's funny though
Remember
because
you
he's
showing
like,
me guitars and stuff.
Joel's like he was like super casual about it. He's like, are you guys thinking about hanging out afterwards? And I'm like, yeah, I think so, but I have like 187 people with me. He goes, yeah, I ordered a few pizzas, have them over. And then you had like about like 15 Antonio's pizzas, had us in your basement.
There's a lot. Yeah.
But you built up this story. You're like, the last show I played was with one of your last
my very
bands,
first band I
was
was
with
in.
Diecast. And you're like, you're talking it up. I'm like, this is gonna be awesome. This dude's he's so excited. The show goes awesome. And you were like, I was so bad, they fired me.
Yeah. I was sick. I had the flu, and I was like shitting and puking my brains out in the bathroom, and my voice was gone.
Yeah.
And so like I couldn't
I
sing
remember
any
it,
of it. Was like a melodic metal band, which is not really my forte.
Yeah.
But I can do it. And it was my first band, so I just jumped at the opportunity.
And it's crazy because, like I said, when you told me that story, I was like, it was just such a positive thing. And I'm like, this dude's gonna tell me that like you built up this thing, the show went amazing, and it was like this big story.
It was awful.
And then you just go,
It was traumatic.
I was so bad they fired me.
It was traumatic for me.
Christine Nina said he ordered some bomb pizza.
Hey, Christine, what's going
Antonio's,
on?
Yeah.
Also,
Hi,
by the
Christina
way,
Matt.
did you say my wife was in that chat?
Yeah, she was in
She's
there.
supposed to be working.
She said
What the
something was her idea. So
No, my wife went to the Guinness
But
Brewery in Virginia.
it was good.
Or Maryland.
it was good.
My wife's traveling
Shit.
right now.
But yeah, he doesn't remember. He's like, I'm so drunk. I'm like, Steve, we're going to hang out with them, all right?
We did drink 60 Miller Lights in like an hour.
I did.
All of us together.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
that
you.
was a lot.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that
it was a
was-
really nice setup there,
I'm
by the way.
down. If we want to do that.
But yeah,
I believe
You guys
it.
can say it.
yeah, I got really sick and I bombed that
Hang
show,
Yeah.
and they were kind of. I mean, maybe there was issues beforehand, but I didn't really know too much about. They just didn't like me. But they were like, "Yeah, your performance was like kind of crap," and it was like, and Diecast is playing. We over.
To be
yeah,
fair,
we gotta let
Mikey,
go.
you were dog shit.
I was dog shit.
Yeah.
I was
Ryan
literally
Manning, we
like
see you.
in the thing, and they're like, "Come on, we're going on stage," and I'm like, "Blah," and shitting at the same time. I'm like, "All right," and I tried to make it work.
Yeah.
Didn't work though. Failed.
To be fair,
But that's
you want
my memory. That
I'm sorry, that's horrible.
you want to be Chris Cornell, but you're Shakira with a cold.
So getting fired
So
after opening for a Diecast show sucks enough. Let alone just playing with us. Probably.
Why don't we?
why don't we take a break?
You guys are awesome.
15?
It was fun. So
Yeah, we're gonna-
let's do a 10.
15 minutes.
15.
15
Well,
minute
well-
break.
2 minute break. All right, we're gonna take a short break. You guys, if you guys get to use the bathroom, do that stuff. We'll be back. Yeah, no, it's not.
There's
We
only
got-
one bathroom.
We got plenty of questions.
Yeah.
So
Type 15.
Type 15. Suck my dick.
Yeah. It's so good. All right. Drink. I'm sleeping at your brother. We can cuddle. All right. So we're back. I sincerely apologize for the amount of time. It was way longer than. No, it's coming out of that. It's when both are up at the same time. Colin, we figured it out.
Okay, so keep him with the nuts.
Yeah.
Dave, help.
Keep. No,
Can you hear me?
We're good.
You can hear me?
Anyways, we are
Hey,
back,
everyone
guys.
in the crowd, can you hear me?
1 a.m. rolls around. Oh fuck.
All right.
No.
Turn Steve's up real quick.
They can hear me.
Hey, you.
I can be heard.
Hello.
That doesn't seem like it's feeding back.
Hello.
Not right now.
Okay.
I switched some
David.
shit around.
Alrighty.
If you want.
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely.
So I want to introduce it.
Okay.
You know, when you say house, part of it is
Yeah. I'm
You.
Woo!
Celebrity
Hello.
Stories Party, which is like famous parties, not like
Yeah.
come on over.
I got one of those college
Are they muted? Turn the dynamic gain off. Turn it off.
We're gonna go banging for the second half.
You.
Yeah.
So everyone
Gotta save all the good stuff.
keep one.
Josh is my guitar luthier.
What the
Beautiful.
fuck is that?
Don't know.
You always have to keep one down.
Perfect. Tyler, you have a hole in your pants?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Somebody said you have a hole in your pants.
All of you use the microphone as focus on that board. And we can,
We do.
You could knock
No, I got
But the-
knock out a buck 20 or something.
He doesn't know how to do that.
That's where it is.
Oh, I got the,
You know how to do it?
But it's feeding back through there.
I got
Not
the
to not do
glasses.
it.
Do you want them?
give me one for this.
What's the easiest way to
Dave's just gonna mute it.
relay that?
Anyways,
He's got like a high
Oh, wait, what?
so
Who wants sake and who
notch
wants
with
whiskey?
everything below 120.
everybody wants everything. Hold on. Time out.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Message?
What?
There's a high
So,
pass
so?
filter. If you
Okay.
Turn it down.
I hear myself a little bit.
On the actual live
So it's
stream.
that.
Yeah.
Dave, can you turn
Yeah.
this up?
Feedback.
Just a smidge?
Unfortunately, it's yeah. All right, we are
Gaming?
back. Before we start anything,
I'm a little gamey,
like,
my
he's
man.
not gonna like this. Oh, where'd it go?
Hello.
So, Mikey, that's for you.
Woo! Yeah. Hello.
Iced.
Mikey got
All right.
iced.
Ah,
Mikey
Better?
does keto and he hates it,
Better.
but you have to
I don't have to do
get
shit.
on your fucking knees.
What is it? What even is this?
You
I
missed
don't
the
have
movie.
to fucking do shit.
What movie?
Every movie. Just fucking do it.
What is it?
Smirnoff Ice.
We gotta chug it.
You gotta chug it.
Bourbon or something?
You gotta boof it.
Boof it.
Mikey, I'll do that.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna. All right. Hold on. Time out. You can either
Do you
take
guys
the
want
ice,
Mikey to drink the ice, or
or
do you want my
You can
sister-in-law
take the
to drink the
ghost
ice?
pepper tequila shot.
Oh Jesus.
By the way,
Do that.
that guy at the end with the nice
I
hair,
took three
beautiful blue
drops,
eyes. That's my brother-in-law.
and it was terrible. Do you want to see
Also,
somebody wince
fuck
in
you.
pain? Do you want to see him wince in pain?
Do you guys want him to do
Okay.
the ice? Me to do the ice?
Are we live?
So-
Or his wife to do the ice?
You want to do the ice, babe? No. I literally just learned about this last night. Do you guys know any about this?
Love it.
Yes, I did it at our Christmas party.
I dream about getting iced.
Yeah. My wife went out with her coworkers and she's like, I got iced at,
You do
at
it.
the arcade. I'm like, what the fuck
I
is
have
that?
a funny story about
And
getting
it was-
iced.
I had to get it down on my knees. I'm like, you don't even do that shit for me.
Mikey, I have a good story about getting iced,
Please.
which is
dude.
kind of random. I feel like nobody says that, right?
Nope. I just heard about it like last
Right.
night before.
So
Really, we should just turn that speaker down, huh?
That's
We're
ghost
good.
pepper.
That one?
Dave will mute it.
yeah, just turn it down and we go down.
Yeah, we don't need that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So I have
Yeah.
Okay, you guys good?
You. That's better.
so
Yeah.
I have a story about getting iced.
Do continue. Oh yeah, am I getting the
We're
thing?
gonna do this too. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing the ice. I'll do the hot shit.
You want-
I'll do the
anybody-
ice.
Okay, take it.
You gonna come over here and
So
take it?
What's the story? What's the story here with this booze?
Are we talking about the tequila or the
This is
Smirnoff?
tequila.
He's gonna do
He's doing the tequila. He's doing the
So we're in like
spicy
we have two different stories.
spicy
happening.
tequila.
Okay.
All right. So
Pass that down.
shout out to my friend Mark. His girlfriend likes spicy shit, and he decided to try and
Oh, Colin's getting nice.
Hold my hand.
Can someone explain what the fuck that means?
it's just being a dickhead to your friends.
Well, where did it come from? Where's the origin?
Frat boys.
So dude, we one of my older bands, we're getting ready to play Pearl Street, right?
Fucking
In
Pearl
Northampton,
Street. That's
rest
the
in
greatest
peace.
place ever.
So we rehearsed in West
Lies.
Springfield, and after dinner one night, we went out to it was like the day of the show. Actually, I think it was like we went for lunch.
Are you
we
doing
went
this,
to- we-
Tyler?
Yeah, I'll have some. So we go to Hooters for lunch after rehearsing right across the street.
Nothing
West
but the
Springfield?
best.
Nothing but the best, right? So we go there. There's like it's the
Fucking
band, the
love
crew, the
Hooters.
friends, the girlfriends, whoever. There's like 25 of us at this big long table, and all of a sudden the Smirnoffs come down,
Do you want
and they're
one?
like, "Oh, this dude got you. He iced
No,
you.
I didn't think
He wants to
could
take
do
a
it.
photo of you."
Yeah, I
and,
know.
and there's like all these people
I think he
drinking
just
the
doesn't
thing
want
like
to
he just
knock it
did.
over.
But then when he got the bill, he was so bummed out because there was like 25. It was like over $200.
Jesus
I
Christ.
was like,
On
who-
Smirnoff
Yeah,
Ice.
who does that? He was trying to fuck with us, and I'm like, what the fuck?
My question is why the fuck Smirnoff Ice? And this is second time I'm hearing about it ever in my life. And the first time was day before yesterday. Is this new? Well, it's not new.
No, it's old.
Origins unknown.
How am I just fucking hearing about this?
Which Peter Mary said, "I have your signature."
Comparison.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I hope you like it.
I didn't know you had one, Steve.
I fucking wish I did.
Yeah.
Your
My signature comparison?
You have. I haven't seen your signature one. I know about it. I just don't know enough about
Do
it.
you know what I have?
Nothing.
I have your self-titled album signed by you and everyone in Killswitch.
Clinical
Because
depression.
I saw you guys at Mayhem and met you guys
What I
Maybe.
have?
All right.
Trauma.
a long time ago. And I heard Starting Over. I'm like, I fucking love that song. And then love that album. And I still have that album signed by all of you guys.
Hey.
And
Beautiful.
I was
Carolina
a
Reaper,
young
I'm sorry.
boy.
Young
Uh,
man, what is
so-
this nonsense?
Hot stuff.
So this is Carolina Reaper infused tequila.
Sounds horrible.
It is.
Oh, wait.
I had 3
I
drops.
don't
and it
have
was
I don't
fucking
I don't
terrible.
have one. If everyone's doing it, I'll do
I
it.
asked you if you wanted one.
Sounds horrible. It is.
Does anyone want to do
Maybe
Ghost
painful?
Reaper fucking
Hey,
Oh,
give me the
look
mic.
at
Hey,
that fucking beard. I knew it was there.
So, hey, everybody, give a round for Ron. This is my good friend Ron. I've been friends for about 20 years. He also guitar techs for Paradise Slaves, the hardest working man in the business. One of my best friends,
This is
Ron, right there.
I had a sip of this and it was fucking not terrible. It was great, but it's fucking.
Oh,
It knocked my sunglasses right off. Wow.
It burns.
By the way,
oh, fuck.
it's been sitting there for almost 2 years. It's been sitting there for 2 years.
Right now is pretty fun.
I got Tums in my car, guys.
Oh,
I have Tums in my backpack.
That's good. It's hot.
I'm awake
No,
as
it's fucking
fuck.
great.
It's really good.
That's goddamn smelling salt.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, it's still going.
Thank you, Mark, for that because it was fucking awesome.
You can taste the pepper though. It's
I don't
nice.
like it.
So
That's-
the cool
it's like-
thing.
it's like having a
It's got a
12-piece
flavor, though.
buffalo
The
wing.
cool thing about
Yeah.
ghost
No
pepper
ranch.
is it's an oil. There's
Just crushing
oils
the
in
whole
it,
thing
and
and
once
you're
it
like,
goes into alcohol, it kind of
Oh.
separates.
Kind of cried a little bit.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
worth it.
It's not
I didn't
bad.
breathe in, so I'm good.
Ooh.
Either way,
All right.
Fucking eyeballing this shit.
you
Awake now.
you want it.
Does anyone want to try
it's
this?
actually, Joel and I kind of love
You
it.
do.
I'm gonna tell you,
It's like,
really fucking tasty, but god. damn
All
it,
right.
that-
Anyone raise a hand? Anyone want to try it?
Anyone?
All right, you got 3.
We
Jay,
got
Jay,
two.
Jay.
We got two.
Some shot glasses.
Okay, Nate.
All
We got
right.
Nate. We got Jay.
We got
Who's
3,
Oh,
4. All right.
Josh, can we get?
Ron, we
Can you
need
give
some
us a
shot.
couple
We
of
need,
shot glasses?
we need 4 1-ounce shot glasses.
oh, don't worry about
No,
it.
we have the camera. Uh-oh. There we go.
There's multiple. Don't worry
It
about
is kind of fun.
I love it. It's like if you got like the Diablo sauce and you licked it. Yeah.
Where's the mic?
There's two
All
right
right.
there.
Okay. All right. What's all you? Oh shit. We got some more people. We got 5. What's all your names?
My name is Jay.
Nate. Josh. We're gonna need some IDs.
Jackie. Adam. Ah! Welcome. Ah!
Hello,
Adam.
All right. I immediately forget all your names, but welcome.
So since you're next to me,
I'm too
you gotta
busy
tell me
like
what you
burning.
think after you do it. I need one
All right.
over here.
Why don't you can all,
Are we right?
if you guys want to all come in front of the camera and take a knee. Take a knee like you're being iced, right? That's a thing.
Right.
So come on up. All you line up in front of the table.
All right.
This isn't Auschwitz. You can trust me. You fucking- all right, take a knee so you're in
I
the,
can't
you're in the
believe you actually
camera.
went there. I can't
I'm
believe
gonna
you
do
actually went there.
strawberry soju with you guys.
All right, knees, everybody knees. Get on the
Joel?
knees. Just a knee.
I love
right? Not being like
For me,
overly.
sir. Thank you.
This is a world of pain.
Oh shit. All right.
It kind of hits. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
Cheers. Yeah, it sucks more than you thought, huh?
It's actually kind of delicious.
No, it is fucking
It's
tasty.
great. It's the
All right. My friend, what is your name?
It's good.
My name's Nate.
Nate.
It's
What did you
it's-
think?
It's
really
got a
is.
good kick.
I
I eat a lot of hot stuff,
No,
so it's
that's
not
the
like
best part, I think.
overpowering to me. But it does keep elevating as you talk.
It's not as
you're
bad
not-
as you think it will
you're
be.
not really
It's smooth.
assuming it's coming.
Smooth.
I don't know. You're not assuming it's coming, so
The
it's like
spice
a little.
Is
You
it
want
nice?
more?
Yes, the spice is definitely
Yeah.
nice.
Margarita. That would be good in a margarita.
Thank you, boys.
Oh, I mean, it's
All
just
right.
it's infused by a friend. It's not.
It's awesome.
Thank you, boys.
Yeah, man.
Thanks. Cheers, guys.
Thank you, friends, for joining us
All right.
for
Now that we're done with our
That
prep boy
Goes
shit,
Where are
Pepper.
we at?
we are so all
Let's
right.
get into it.
Let's get into this.
Let's go. Let's
So-
go hard.
All right, I know about this story. I want other people to know about this
What do
story.
you got?
So I kind of alluded to it. I'll continue asking. When has having to take a piss benefited you?
All the time, dude. I pee my pants.
Ever.
I thought that's how you met one Steve Martin.
Oh shit. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah, let's go. Celebrity
So-
stories.
so I-
Celebrity stories.
So I heard that you met Steve Martin, but I would like everybody else to know how you met Steve Martin and what became of this.
So, in 2014, we were all at the Grammys together, and we were waiting for the car to pick us up. You remember that night, that day?
I remember like it was
were
yesterday.
Deb and Mike were there, and we were sitting poolside, having beers, and we were waiting for the car service
Whoa.
to pick us up. When I say this, I mean we all had a bunch of beers by like noon.
Like
So we-
any other person in the world.
Right. So we get dropped off. I don't even know if my parents know this. So
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, Bert.
if my mom hides her head,
She knows.
So- well, I drank a lot back then. So I know, right? I drink more now. Sound guy, can you turn Colin down?
Are we doing fucking sign language?
So
Thank you, Colin, for that insight.
so
Okay.
Stephen, the story. So
Continue.
2014. We went to the Grammys in Cali. Family was all there. We were waiting for a car service to pick us up.
This
I
was
think it
for Disarm the Descent, right?
No, was it
No.
earlier?
I think it was.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
So we all went out, and
Which is a great fucking album,
it's
by
like
the
10
way.
or 11 a.m. We're waiting to get picked up to be there by noon
I
or
would-
whatever time, and the
yeah,
hotel's
I'll give
like
my
bringing out
opinion in a second.
IPAs and all this stuff.
IPAs, you say?
So I probably had like 6 beers before noon, and these guys are all like pacing themselves, doing their things, and I'm just there, whatever. And we get dropped off, and I had to pee so bad. that I ran down the red carpet full speed. Literally, I was like,
Is there video of this?
I don't know.
There's got to be like.
But like nothing, I just like, so I go to the bathroom and I go back out and security's like, you can't go back out. What do you mean? Once you're in, you're in. Like my family's out there. They're like, you can't go back out. And then like 4 other guys like stepped out. I was like, all right, whatever. So I walk into the auditorium and there wasn't that many people there, but they were starting like the pre-awards where they announce who won what and this and that. So I just stumble in and sit in this seat. And then Steve Martin sits next to me. What the fuck?
It's got my nose.
He ended up winning like 100 awards. He kept going. They'd be like, the next award, Steve Martin. Everyone cheers. He goes up, he gets it, he talks, he comes back. The next award for best comedy song, Steve Martin, goes up again. And at one point, he had all this shit around, I was like knee deep in Steve Martin awards.
Was it the trophies? Like,
Yeah.
Did he have them?
Well, they don't actually give them to you,
because
but
they gotta like write the names
yeah.
on.
but it's all like figured out.
They got to
But they kept calling him up, and it got to a point where he like was like, "Hey man, sorry, this is embarrassing." I'm like, "No, it's awesome. It's fucking Steve Martin.
It's
You keep winning
awesome."
all these awards." And we just got talking, and it was this in this random thing, and I'm like, "This is kind of cool." And then fast forward, he did a tour with Martin Short, where I ended up doing a small part of the tour with them, working for those guys, and it would
Like, what was the job?
I don't even fucking know.
Banjo
Just
tech.
I feel like-
you just kind of did stuff.
I did but I feel like at that level that there is no job. They're like, hey, we need some fucking dude to, and I was like, all right, I'm in. So I just like hung out with him and I drove around, picked him up from the airport. I want to say normally it'd be like a guitar tech, except so for their comedy show that they did live, he played banjo and he was very like
particular.
very particular about doing his own setups and restrings and whatever you do for a banjo, which I'm not, it's not what I know how to do anyways.
Fucking incredible.
But it was like being
Oh, no,
so it was like
he's
being a guitar
phenomenal.
tech without teching, right? Just
Yeah.
kind of pick up, hang out, do things, figure it out,
Assistant
whatever.
of sorts?
I guess, right? And those guys were awesome.
Cool.
And we did that and it was amazing. And then at the end of when that ended, I drove into the airport and for whatever reason, someone, their tour manager grabbed my backpack and they flew away with it.
Oh fuck!
And so we ended in Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah, no. So I was like, all right, cool. See you guys. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Hug everybody. And then I'm like, all right, I go to grab my bag and I'm like, there's nothing there. And I'm like, my wallet, all my money, my clothes. I had medication because I'm an old man.
Got to get that Cialis.
You're right. I got to get it up,
Got a blue
So-
chew.
Blue Chew.
Nothing's better than Adderall.
So anyways, so I reached back and my bag was missing. So I text
shit.
the guys, the tour manager, Steve, Mark. Of course, no one answers because they're flying. So I got like the next day.
Fly United.
So the next day I got a text back.
Flying.
Hey man, we have your bag. This bag is now famous. It's in the back right now. If you want to see it after the show,
Can we take
it's
pictures
back
with
there.
it?
So the tour manager goes, "Hey, Steve grabbed your bag." He's like, black and green camo, Vans bag, blah, blah, blah. And it's wicked funny because no one ever does this. Normally it's like, yes, it's a Vans camo bag. Enough said. And he's like, Vans camo bag, black wallet, a bunch of blood pressure medications, X amount of cash, a keychain. I'm like, fuck you going through my bag for, right?
A very
Yes.
embarrassing note.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Why did you just specify the
He went through. So, anyways, they flew back to do a show in Connecticut, and he was like, "Hey, we'll bring your bag. It's an excuse to hang out again. Good to see you. Come on out. You want to go to dinner?" So I went out to, I think it was Wallingford. I went out early that day.
Shout out Wallingford, Connecticut.
Wallingford. There's only one person I know there, Corey Nash. He's kind of a pain in the ass, but I love him. Probably wouldn't go there
Fuck
to
you,
see
Corey,
him, but
we
I
love
love
you.
him.
I feel like I know the guy.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
We
No,
all have a Corey now.
No, I love him, but I don't think I've ever been there other than to hang out with him. So I went there to the, is it the Oakdale or the Dome? Is that the same thing?
think
But is
so.
it Oakdale? The Oakdale's the bigger part, right?
Dome's like the front, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
which are both awesome. So I went out to meet them. We got dinner early, and he said, "Hey, do you have anyone that we feel bad about flying all your shit out?" And I was like, it is what it is. Do you have anyone that you want on the guest list? And I was like, actually, Deb and Mike love Steve Martin and Martin Short. So that night, they remember, they're sitting over here. They got really good seats. They put them right in front of the soundboard, directly in the middle. And then I went out early, met those guys. Then I hung out with my parents and we saw the show. It was awesome. So
That is fucking cool.
they're top-notch people. And,
Holy
you know,
shit.
if I could talk for hours,
I
I
was-
have plenty of stories
well,
about us hanging out those
so-
nights.
So it was going through my mind. It might have been going through a few more people. So you said you texted him. You still got their number?
I do, yeah.
Did you text him right now and be
Get a
like,
shout out.
hey, Steve,
I'll tell you this.
was just reiterating the story on a podcast.
I'll
Just
tell
saying
you.
hi.
I will tell you
And
this
then
much.
just show if he responds.
I can say this. I could text him right now and he would respond. But I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that because it's fucking Steve Martin.
I think he would be almost like somebody's treating me like a hey, Steve.
No,
I
he's
was
going to
just
say,
talking about that story.
Tyler, what are you doing?
He's gonna say, Tyler, what are you doing? Lose my
Just-
number.
Just talking about you. Thank you for everything. Just, yeah, you know.
I
No.
could do that.
I'm
No.
thinking of your banjo playing.
Thinking about you,
It's
babe.
so
Just playing
Delete
it again
and
and
block this
I am
number.
thinking about you naked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
I could do
okay?
good.
No, I'll tell you
If I
that.
had Steve Martin's number, I'd text.
Well, that's why you don't have his number. So, with that being said, no, in the future, yes, we could probably do something and talk to him, but I'm not going to just text him out of the blue on a Saturday night after drinking
It
a bunch
wouldn't
of.
be like talk to me. It would just be like,
It's like, hey, I drank a bunch of sake and I'm live on Facebook. What are
wouldn't
you
even have
doing?
to say that. You'd be like, hey, Steve, just thinking about
There's this
you.
great
How's things?"
podcast.
He's going to be like this. I will see the type where he types,
Like, can we block this?
and then I never get a response.
Yeah.
Have you-
Can I just say? That's ham in the pan money.
Let me.
Ham in the pan.
So
Ham in the
all right,
pan money.
Get it.
I want to kind of actually go back
Wait,
to questions.
hold on.
Most famous person you have in your phone book.
Steve
Ham in the
Martin.
pan money.
Both
That
of you.
that's a shout out to my best friend
Well,
Cody.
well,
He's
I mean,
over
like,
there.
your-
Also, get your
Ham in
goose
the
to the
pan money.
cowhide,
In my phone book.
which means
in your-
wrap it up.
In your digital phone book, who's the most famous person to you
I got
that you
one.
got?
Most famous
Steve Martin
person.
kinda
Steve Martin.
Does it?
Well, no.
You will.
Well,
My
there's more.
one of my best
There's
friends.
more.
Hold on, Steven.
That's a trauma dump, but my best friend died. My brother died, and his best friend is signed by Marshmello.
What?
Yep,
Like the DJ?
yep. He
That's out of nowhere.
yeah, he's one of my best
field.
friends. I used to drink with him all the time. He's in Thailand right now recording. But
And you're in Westfield watching me drink beer. Sure.
yeah, but we drank shots together.
Oh, such is life.
And I love you. And yeah, that's my life.
Marshmallow.
You got Marshmallow's number?
What about Halsey?
Call him right now.
Call him up.
I love Halsey.
I love their collab.
Anyways,
It was fucking good.
who do you guys got? Most famous person in your Rolodex?
No, actually,
I don't really know.
Yeah.
two. I-
Most famous person in the Rolodex.
And you can actually. So you can kind of interject this. Speak loudly if you want to interject. But record executives, what kind of say do they have in the writing process of the album?
Scott, I'm looking at you.
Shout out to Salt of
as
the
part
Earth
of
Records.
yeah, Salt of the Earth Records, as a part of a label. What say do you have in albums that come out?
Do you sit there and go, I don't want to hear that song on this album? But you will.
Sometimes you just, yeah. I mean, but you probably would voice it in a nicer way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Somebody
like,
created
Also,
something, you don't wanna shit on.
do you go
Scott.
like, hey guys, we need something a little bit more radio friendly? Do you get that a lot? Like, hey, we need something on the radio to get the other shit going.
Yeah,
We're an underground league. So
not lately, but
But
Well, I
beginning.
suppose. I
Yeah.
suppose.
But when an album, like if I were to hand it, like say I put out a record with you, right? And I handed Final Masters, let's say we do an EP, I hand you 6 songs that I love. And you're like, I love 1, 2, 3. I'm not crazy about 4. I think the question is like at hand is like, do you have final say or would you push hard to be
I
like,
do have final say,
yeah.
but if you're telling me, look, I love these songs. this is what we believe in.
So you work, yeah. So you'd work with the artist, and then at the end of the day, they're you know,
I do
Yeah.
get veto power, but
right.
I would, if somebody's coming to me,
Yeah.
they're like, no, this is it. I believe in
Yeah.
You got the veto power, but you're not a dick.
I try not to be.
Yeah, try to a point.
I mean, that's separating the art from the artist
Yeah.
is definitely a good thing
I
to
was
be
gonna
able to
say
do.
We all did music. So-
Yeah, we're all on the same level.
Yeah, I've been nominated for 0
Remember our
Grammys.
tours in Europe, Colin?
I got nominated for a.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
I got nominated for a drunkie.
Grammys,
But I woke up and then I realized I'm so
so
embarrassed.
relatable, I know.
Regardless of that, there's still other questions to be asked.
There's lots of
You-
questions.
I know that there's
As you all
people.
know, when you were at the Grammys.
I know that there's people that like bring the randomest shit to a fucking show and it's like, can you sign this? Or give you a gift. What's the randomest shit you've ever been given?
We were doing a
I have a prescription for it.
Is it an OnlyFans account?
Is it
You win,
Lexapro? 'Cause-
Sorry, guys.
Tyler, I have a question for you.
Finish the first one.
I didn't. Sorry. Yeah, you.
All right, what's some weird shit that people gave you on the road?
I remember this.
Singling me out.
Hey, dude, I remember this very clearly. It's a long
Hold on.
time ago. We were on tour with Kitty. We were opening up for Kitty.
Oh,
Jesus,
nice.
they're making a comeback.
Kitty sick.
Yeah,
Which is
they have a new
awesome.
single and it's awesome.
I haven't heard it yet, but I'm gonna listen to it.
I have
nice
a-
to Kitty.
I have
They
a
took us out
question
on
for
one of our
just
first awesome
Tyler.
tours, man.
Let him answer this.
And then for
We're gonna
Joel.
answer the sign thing first, though. So check this out. We were doing a signing meet and greet in Corpus Christi. Some dude comes up to us. He's like, "Hey, man, I like the new Killswitch record.
Tyler.
Can you sign my leg?" We're like, "Sure."
Was it a prosthetic? Like, please.
He
tell
just
me.
took his leg.
Fuck
off.
yes, I love this already.
It's like, "Hosh,
Did
okay."
you? Please tell me he
He's
let you
like-
keep it.
He's
Keep
like,
that shit like
he's like,
Rocket Raccoon.
"I got another leg
Oh
signed
my
by
God.
Propane. I'm gonna hang that on my wall next to that one."
You know
Nice.
what's
Fuck yes,
Hey,
dude.
Okay.
This is.
That shit to walk
all right,
you know what's
that
fucked up too,
wins.
Steve?
Go ahead, go ahead.
For a guy that is missing a leg, he has so many fucking legs.
Yeah.
He's like a collection of
Wait,
signed
did he
legs.
give you his leg?
No,
Oh fuck!
but he had
No, but I'm saying he's like, I have another leg signed by so
he had a
and so.
Propane signed leg.
What the fuck?
So
Like King of the Hill propane?
No.
Propane.
they made a-
Oh no! Okay.
So, Mike, going off of this,
Valid question.
this
That would be appropriate.
so on the leg that you signed, was it just your signature on there, or was there like a bunch? Because I imagine a leg gets
that he
expensive.
handed us, it was just us.
That's fucking nuts.
Which
He's
I was
like,
about,
sign my
$49.95.
signature leg.
Yeah.
You're like, this is
$49.95.
just
Yeah.
Killswitch leg.
Please maybe get a new leg.
$49.95.
That's fun.
I can't wait for my wife
That
to
was
text
awesome.
me and be like, "Are you fucking serious?"
What kind of money do you have to drop legs like that?
Those shits are expensive.
I've been getting pretty big into
Expensive.
getting new legs.
Nice.
I've been looking into it. Yeah.
I'm looking to get a robot leg.
Get a couple new
fucking
legs.
Yeah.
cyborgs.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
all right. What? No. I don't
Basically,
know.
Robocop. Blow my dick off.
Is there? Do you have any horror stories from touring? Either of you?
Oh, there's plenty of them.
Worst
What-
moment.
worst-
moment.
worst.
that's Like
Actually,
maybe it's not the worst one, but the
I-
first one that comes to your mind when I say it.
I was reminded of a story that somebody beat somebody else over the head with a head of lettuce.
There could only be one person in that room that did that, and I think the fingers point here.
Did I really beat
Colonel
you with a head
Mustard.
of lettuce?
Do you know that story? Do you remember that story?
No.
Apparently, he does not.
It's actually
Go
kind of
ahead.
awesome, and I wanted to be mad at you, but it's such a good story that it's like,
So I beat you with lettuce.
dude. So you guys are gonna love this.
News to me, bro.
He's like,
So-
to be fair, it was cabbage.
No, so
It was,
It all-
it was fucking
listen, no,
St.
listen.
Patrick's Day,
So it all goes back.
and it was
Always looking out for this guy, right? Likewise. I forget the exact year, but I remember you were out on tour for X amount of time, and you were
soft.
like,
Sorry to bring this up.
you were like bummed out.
Mhm.
And I think mom and dad were like, hey, have a good Thanksgiving. We'll miss you. And you're like, yeah, it sucks. I'm out. I'm going to be in LA doing nothing, blah, 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 blah. So at the time, I forget who your tour manager was, but I had reached
It was
out,
me.
found out where you're going to
It
be,
was
what you're
not me.
doing, bought a plane ticket, land in LA on Thanksgiving. I'm like, fuck yeah, he's going to be psyched. So I get the address, get the venue, get dropped off. And I think you were so miserable that you were drinking whiskey and all this stuff, right?
I don't.
Right. So I get the address and everyone's there except you. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
You're good.
just
I'm
spent
good. Thank you.
money I don't have,
I don't want to be grabbing any letters.
flew for the whole day. I get to the spot, he's not here. The fuck?
No.
I gave you an extra.
So
No, that's it.
was Pete the tour manager or the sound guy?
Both.
Okay, I think it
Mr.
might have been Pete.
Robertson.
Robertson
Robertson.
was awesome. He looked like George. He looked like George Clooney.
Did you just separate his name and call him Robertson, or did you know his name was
It's
Robertson?
like Robert's son.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay, okay.
His name's
okay.
Robert, son.
I forgot. His
love
name's Robert's son.
I thought you were
So
calling him
anyway,
Robert.
so I-
Sin.
on his name.
So I get all the info and I'm psyched. I'm
You
like, all right, dude,
fucking know,
so my brother's miserable.
guy.
Not that, me showing up is going to make him any more happy, but I'm going to fucking go out there. I'm going to fly out. I'm going to show up. I'm going to surprise him. I'm going to spend Thanksgiving with him. So I go out there, I show up to where everyone is at, and everyone is there but this guy. So meet up with a few friends, go to a couple bars, and then I come to find out you're on the bus. So go up on the bus. So at this time in my life, it was very short-lived, but at the time I wasn't eating meat. So I walk up, and you gave me shit about this. So I walk into the bus, and you're making like deli sandwiches. You're all fucked up. And you're like, hey, what about this, dude? What are you doing here? You want some you want to eat? You want a sandwich? You want some lettuce? And you called me a vegetarian. You took a full head of lettuce out and you beat the shit out of me with it to the point where I fell into the booth in the front lounge of the bus and my head was bleeding.
Was that
And then
I don't think I've ever
iceberg
heard
or
of
romaine? What
Yes,
kind?
you
Was
do,
it like
you
the
do.
long or was it
gets
like
better.
a circle?
it gets better. So he's being funny. Yeah, he beats me up. He hits me, topples me over my head. I'm like, what the fuck? I just got beat up with lettuce. So that happens. And then all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to go have a piss. And then we're going to go to the bar. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. Right.
I'm gonna have a piss.
From that point on, you go into the little tour bus bathroom, you fell into the mirror and it shattered. You got so
Oh.
pissed that you punched it.
Oh.
So then you came spilling out bleeding everywhere. And I'm like, what? This whole trip is a disaster. What the fuck? I'm bleeding. I got beat up with lettuce. My brother hates me. I don't have any money. Why am I here? I want to go home.
He made sandwiches for everyone.
So then,
Tried to make him a sandwich.
Jess was there. Joel's wonderful wife, Jess, that we all know.
Jess
Jess.
Give it up for Jess.
took care of it.
Jess
I
is my
actually
buddy.
remember.
She's awesome. So anyways, Jess was there too, visiting.
Mhm.
And she says like, I'm going to get the first aid kit. Just, have him sit down and I'm going to bandage him up. Everything's fine. We'll go to bed. No big deal.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's gone. Nobody can find the guy. So I stumble out. Feel like a pussy because I got beat up with lettuce.
Because you're a vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
My head's bleeding. I feel defeated. Trip sucked.
Vegetarius.
And I
Is that your son?
and I finally
You're
find the
doing
guy.
another one?
Hey, listen.
Oh.
I find the guy crying his eyes off, and Tom Gomes, the original drummer of Killswitch's Lap, who moved to LA and came to the show
What the fuck is that for?
because Joel missed him.
Oh,
I
okay.
did. Didn't miss it.
And then
I remember that. Actually,
someone
remember
puts you
that
to
part.
someone
I remember
puts
that part. Yeah, I
someone
did that
puts you
part.
to bed. I go out, I do my thing. I'm like,
I don't remember any of this.
So
except
I go
for
out-
crying in somebody's
so-
lap.
I remember
so-
the lettuce
Okay.
part.
so someone
Oh, now
puts
you do.
someone-
I don't remember.
Oh, you
someone
remember the
puts him
crying.
to bed.
Not the lettuce.
Someone puts him to bed. The night goes on. I do my thing. I'm like stressed out, hang out, meet a bunch of friends, go out, stay out all night. I wake up. I get a text from you. Hey, dude, it was so good to see you. I love you. Thanks for fucking coming out last night. You want to get lunch? And I'm like, what the fuck?
Did he just fucking like?
No, I don't want to get lunch with you.
I want to fly the
No.
fuck back home and
Like, I want to fly home and not see you again. But I love you.
Well, fair enough.
Christmas.
Do you remember the type of lettuce? Was it like the long,
Yeah.
like romaine? Or
Listen,
was it like
listen,
iceberg?
listen.
Iceberg?
Was it
No,
like a,
I'm gonna get really. I don't want to
it
get.
does matter because
Hey,
one
hey,
you can
hey,
do
hey.
this and one you have to do this.
Guys, I don't want to get creepy, but I remember specifically it was a head of loose leaf lettuce.
There we go.
Yeah, I
Heard it
can't.
here first. Loose leaf lettuce.
This
I
sounds like it
haven't
was
had
like
a salad since 2006.
arugula.
No, arugula.
No, it's pronounced arugula.
It's arugula.
No, it's
No,
arugula.
no. That's weeds.
Areola.
Arugula.
So yeah,
Areola.
Also,
The 20-year
Do you want some
anniversary
areola
of
salad?
lettuce eating is approaching.
I have one of my best friends.
We
is
will
here.
shoot this.
Cody.
I will shoot this.
Cody.
One areola salad, Cody.
Colin, the most fucked up thing you can do to another man is beat his fucking brains with a bed of lettuce and just put him to the curb.
You know, guys, I think he's exaggerating.
No, I think
I don't think he is.
Earlier, if there was any hostility.
Joel-
I mean, you
Joel's too
confirmed
nice.
some key
No,
elements
Joel's
to
too
this
nice.
fucking story, so I don't think he is.
You beat me up with the head of lettuce. It's okay. Accept it.
Do you remember that?
It's okay.
I don't remember the
lettuce
lettuce.
part.
He remembers
Not at
the-
all.
No.
I remember crying to Tom Gomes. I love Tom Gomes.
Yeah.
That was my boy. You know, I remember that part.
See, so I'm not that too far off.
You're not all the way up.
You did hit me with the lettuce, and it did
Okay.
make my head bleed.
Well, I apologize.
You know what I mean? Where I'm at is this. It's like,
You know-
dude, you know what, man?
20 years later.
This dude,
My
fucked
deepest
me up.
apologies.
this guy fucked me up with the fucking lettuce. The most harmless thing. That's like a pillow fight.
All right.
Imagine
Anyways,
if it was
let's
fucking
move on.
St. Patrick's
Let
Day
us
and it
move
was
on.
Let us move on.
move on. Oh fuck!
Let's-
I couldn't
let's keep
have. I
going.
could not have
I
wrote
was
that
saying
fight
for
better
that-
myself.
Get your gooch to the cowhide.
Yeah.
Get your gooch to the cowhide.
There you go.
Move on.
Sorry.
It's all
Okay,
good.
so there's questions I wrote.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you guys play guitars. You guys play in bands. You
Mhm.
tour. You do all that shit. When you're not, what the fuck are you doing? You're playing. Yeah. When you're not cranking the hog. Well, like, what are you doing? Yeah,
I'm
you
so
playing.
sorry to
You
your
playing
parents.
some. Yeah, mom, dad. So. Like, what do you do? Is there a show you're addicted to? Is there a game that you're playing? Is there a sport you're fucking?
Have you ever
smacking some
heard
balls
of?
around?
Have you ever heard of boofing?
I've dabbled.
To be fair,
I
never
dabbled
did
the
the term.
boof.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
boofing comes
who's
for
first?
full
Just boof
circle
it.
now.
First.
What the fuck?
Careful, the table.
So,
Well,
so yeah, like I mean, a lot of people on their off time. I mean, I all right. So this brings me into another thing, but no. So I don't picture you guys just sitting in your rooms going up and down scales and be like, "Oh, my Mixolydian was slow." Like, what do you when you're not doing anything musical? What are you guys doing?
dude, I like watching YouTube cooking shows all the time.
I
Yeah.
watch YouTube.
wait,
all the time.
do you
All
watch
time.
Maddie Math?
I love Betty Matheson.
Fuck yeah.
If you're gonna talk about like
I
what
recently
you
started
watch on
watching The Bear,
YouTube,
too. Like I didn't even know he was in a TV
Dude,
show.
The Bear is so good.
It's great, man. It's a
I
great show.
love that
I love
show.
Betty Matheson. I'm a big fan of his.
I
love
never.
his television
If we're
shows.
gonna talk about what we do on
He's
YouTube,
funny as
I
shit.
have no inclination to do this, but for some reason I keep watching fucking like off the grid living fucking.
I love
camper
that.
van-
I
Yeah.
love that
Yeah.
stuff.
Watch
Yeah.
The Outdoor Boys.
Oh, I already do it.
So what,
I already do
all
it.
right, so some cooking shit. Do
Yeah.
you now? Do you actually cook the shit? Some of
I
it.
try sometimes. Yeah.
Oh,
You
nice.
you and your wife make
Nice.
killer food. I don't think you
Yeah,
credit
I
yourself.
love cooking.
Well,
I do.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I took a whole year and just learned
Yeah.
how to cook off of you.
Yeah.
I think
So
you do
that's
it for
good.
fun, dude. But you'll send me
Oh.
random like Joel's the king of like I'll get like a text at like 4 a.m. and it's like some gourmet thing. He's like, dude, and it looks
I
amazing.
love that.
Yeah.
Send me
So-
that shit. I
Yeah,
like that.
I think you're better than you give your credit yourself to.
So,
Appreciate that, man.
what about you?
Yeah.
What do you do, Tom? On your
Well-
off time, no guitar in hand.
Well,
aside
there's
from music.
He's hanging out here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for the
other
last
than
no,
this.
for the last 6 months I've been working here. Megan and I have been addicted to a new Netflix show,
There we go.
which is completely ridiculous.
what is it?
Dude, it's so dumb and I
The
love
Love
it.
Is Blind.
No, it's better.
My wife's been making me watch that.
It's
so.
better. To the point where I'm getting a
Love on the Spectrum.
I'm getting well. No, we do love so Love on the Spectrum and the other one are both amazing. We love those.
This is
artistic, Those dudes actually, James from Love on the Spectrum. We've been talking through Instagram. James Van Jones or whatever, the dude with the glasses and long hair.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
So I got really drunk one night and I messaged him and I told Megan one night because we liked the show, right? Yeah. I'm gonna fucking message him. She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because we got to do something together." And she's like,
"Because I can."
It's like it's some dude on a TV show. He loves metal, so he made a post about Metallica, Anthrax, all this stuff. So I sent him a link to Paradise Slaves, and my plan is to have that dude here soon or something. Yes.
I need to be here for
But there's that. But anyways, so my favorite show is
awesome.
so my favorite show right now is Stupid. It's Resident Alien on Netflix.
Dude,
Alan Tudyk
Yes.
is like fucking. He's
So
so
we watch
phenomenal.
so we watch
Breaking
we
news.
watch it in like a
Love
few
on the
days.
Spectrum and Alan Tudyk.
And that's like my favorite show. And Jamie Cross is right down the street. That's done all my tattoos. I'm like, dude, we have to do a Harry Vanderspiegel as an alien, but with like the coat and the stethoscope and shit.
Oh, that's
And he's like,
cool.
I'm in. So that's been our thing. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
So yeah.
My show has been Masters of the Air.
What the fuck is that?
It's you guys ever watched Band of Brothers?
That was a popular one.
The Pacific. So it's the Air Force version of all of it.
So we're getting closer to the end of.
Also, Mikey, fuck you. Okay.
Cut this man off. What's next?
We're getting closer to the end of the show. I mean, we've been on for.
We don't wanna bore you guys too much.
No.
Actually, we should take. We got some more questions, but we should take maybe some audience.
We will.
Well, I have one. I want to bring. If I could, and I wouldn't normally
Absolutely.
interject. I want to bring a guest up.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna.
Is it?
I'm gonna introduce it with this. So obviously, everyone here knows my parents are the best.
Your parents actively watched me get food poisoning at your first show, First Paradise.
So my parents
know if
are
they know that.
parents are so supportive to the point where they won't even ask me a question now because they don't even want to deal with me. So if I said, "Hey, Mom and Dad, I'm going to the moon," they'd be like, "All right, we'll buy you a spacesuit." They're all for it. They're down. They're in. So I'm gonna bring my mom up unwillingly.
Come on, Deb. Come on down.
I think if you guys have a couple quick questions,
Well-
she probably has the best insight
Will
from her point of view because she's the best.
Will Mom
so.
take a shot? No.
I don't know if she'll.
What?
No. You want to move?
We can get a shot of wine. Colin, go get a glass of wine.
Careful. Yo.
Please don't. We're
Go
good.
that way.
Okay.
I'm bringing her up. Everybody. Mom.
Everybody, give it up for Deb Streotzel.
What do you want to? Hey, I'll leave this easy. I won't. So this is unscripted. I'll leave this easy for Steve. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to do?
Favorite story ever.
You got a good story about me and Joel? Family, music, whatever. What do you want to talk about?
I heard something about changing stitches.
Oh, that was me and Joel. That's a fucked up.
Oh,
one.
okay. Let's hear that one after.
You don't even know that one. What's your favorite?
You tell us your favorite story.
So I'll ask you. So you grew up. You and Dad obviously have been insanely supportive and dealt with all this craziness.
Deb has the best cookies.
You have the best cookies. I have a story. Quick story. Side story. While she thinks of
From
her
Matthew
thing.
John.
So we played. One of my old bands played at the Palladium. We did like a week with this power metal band called Sonata Arctica, which makes no sense. I love that band too. And I remember you made a bunch of cookies and goodie bags. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And I remember I'm on stage, Palladium. We did the Webster. We did like all the local spots. They were all sold out.
Yeah.
And I remember we're playing these shows. And I get off stage. And the whole thing is, you go to the merch table. You talk to people. You hang out. You have fun. And there's like a line of like hundreds of people buying my mom's cookies, getting autographs, taking selfies. And I'm like, what the fuck? We're the band on the road and nobody cares about us. They just want to hang out with you.
Well, they like the peanut butter fudge.
They loved them all.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
They loved it all.
Fudge, peanut butter fudge, yeah. Well,
Peanut butter fudge.
The thing about it, the thing about it is,
some peanut
I
butter fudge.
remember Joel started first. Well, first I have to say that when I had Joel, I didn't know if I wanted a second child because the son.
He's a big boy.
And then you got Tyler.
Well, there's that too.
Well,
It
you
was
still don't
painful.
know. You probably still don't know.
No. Let me.
40
finish.
years later,
Let me
she's still not
finish.
sure.
No. Let me finish. The sun rose and set on Joel. He was my everything.
Bastard.
And I thought, how could I ever love this other child? And his
Still
dad said, do you ever want to hit to
Whoa.
be 40 years old and look back and say, maybe he should have had a brother? So, yeah, I think you're right. So, okay. And then I worried, what if I don't love this other one the way I love Joel?
Thanks, Mom.
No, let me finish the story. Let me finish the story. And then labor and delivery came, out came Tyler. And I took one look at him and I fell
Handsome?
madly in love.
And 40 years later,
And-
nothing's changed. Handsome, bald, little slimy. It's all good.
And I thought I have reservoirs I never knew I had. I love my boys more than anything. That's the truth.
Oh, that's so.
I do.
Give it up for Deb.
I do. No, I do. But that is the truth. But the first time that this one with Killswitch, it's like they invited us to a show. So I thought, geez, what do I do? Heavy metal? Do I wear like dog collars or what do I do? Really?
The best part about this is that
yeah,
the best
I
part
mean-
though, is, again, what makes our parents amazing is they think about it.
The fact that she was down,
She's
Yeah.
like, what do I
it's
do?
pretty hot.
Yeah. I was like,
Baby, you be careful over there.
I thought,
I'm a married man, don't worry.
and I'm old. But anyway, the
I've
truth-
seen some videos.
You look great.
But the truth is, I really didn't. And then I thought, you know what? I'm a mom. I'm going to be a mom. So I'm going to go and be a mom. So I brought cookies.
Arguably the best mom ever.
That's really fun.
Well, no. And I can remember going to your first Ozfest thing with Uncle Jeff, my soulmate brother that we lost.
So we'll give a shout out. So our
Uncle
late
Jeff.
and great Uncle Jeff,
Yes.
which was my mother's brother,
Soulmate.
our uncle, Joel and I's best friend,
Yeah.
and he got us into metal. We
Yes,
used to
he did.
he used to pick us up,
Yeah.
and I remember Joel, a different memory, but
Yeah.
he had the Black Sabbath cassette tape.
Yep.
And we'd drive out to Media Play in the mall in Amherst or Northampton or wherever that was.
Yep.
Hadley. And he'd play heavy metal and he'd take us to lunch and buy us records and hang out.
And he would also say, don't tell your mom because
Don't
there's
tell your
death
mom.
crap in here and Satan and all that stuff. So don't tell your mom.
But he
and
bought
then-
us,
yeah.
Dio, Black
Yeah,
Sabbath.
all that stuff.
I think
Yeah.
it worked out.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
It
yeah, it
worked out.
did because
Jeff bought me the Dio tape.
he
Yeah.
did. Yes, he did. And
Yeah, speaking of Dio, so that ties in now, doesn't it?
does.
Yes.
It does.
So you want to
Yeah.
elaborate?
Yeah.
So we're talking about our Uncle Jeff.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I was probably like 10.
Yeah.
He used to pick me up at his Mustang at the time. We go to the Holyoke Mall and listen to heavy metal music in his car.
You were like 13, maybe 12, 13.
younger
something
than
like
that.
Yeah.
I had the tapes. You didn't know.
Hanging
I
up
had
a
the
Yeah,
tapes.
fucking
there's a
wall,
lot
right?
I don't
Go-
know.
go-
But
You
there's
didn't
a lot
know.
I know too. Let me
So,
tell you.
Second floor Holyoke Mall, the
You
wall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
NRM music. Remember that?
Which one?
You're probably a youngster too, aren't you?
I'm not much younger than you.
Okay. But anyways,
39.
NRM music.
Yeah.
Used to go there. But anyways, I remember two tapes Uncle Jeff got me. I was probably like 11 years old. He gave me Black Sabbath. Well, he used to play Black Sabbath all the time. He's like, you need to hear this one. Dio singing Heaven and Hell. And then he got me the Holy Diver tape. Those two tapes.
I can get.
Yes, ever since I was a little kid, those were like my two. And people that, a lot of diehard Sabbath fans, what do you mean Heaven and Hell is one of your favorite records? Not Ozzy, it doesn't count.
Dio
Like,
was amazing.
but it's different. I think of it like it's a different band. I still love the Ozzy stuff.
It's AC/DC. You know,
Those
like
two have a place in my heart.
Jeff also,
Whole
man,
thing
too,
was great.
just real quickly. So like that was also a time of like, I was a young kid sitting in the back of a shitty Mazda, going to a mall I didn't know I was going to.
Okay, my shit.
And just hearing metal. So I, kind of grew to love it. And Jeff, we would do this thing where it was like, well, you probably don't know this.
God help.
All the stories that
So-
you keep for mom, don't say it
Oh,
now.
Yeah, but mom.
no, it's easy.
But I'm
No,
gonna tell you
it's too
something. though,
late.
Mom
It's
knows
too
more
late.
than you think.
So
you know.
like,
Yeah, that is 100% true.
Yeah.
so when I was in high school, I had to move that I did for 4 years. Solid. I get dropped off by the bus or a car. I'd walk through the field like I was going to the school, and I'd go hang out with my uncle. I probably in 4 years of school attended about 10 hours.
That's probably true. Yes.
And I was just like, we'd hang out. He's like, hey, what are you doing here? Hanging out with you. What are you doing? I'm going to the store. You want to come out? Yeah, let's go. Hung out. He'd go to the skate park, do this stuff. He was awesome.
He was the best.
Don't
guy
tell
ever.
mom, don't tell dad.
Of course.
Cool. Awesome. So that was literally 4 years. But as far as, the music, it was he would always, every time he drove us, he would play stuff and show us stuff.
And who would figure
yeah.
that many years later, Killswitch would be up against a Grammy for Black Sabbath?
with who Jeff loves. Yeah.
So,
I mean, really.
this being all of this
Yeah.
being said,
Yeah.
do you find it crazy that one of the, like you said, the first metal things you were introduced to was Holy Diver?
Well, that's what you love.
It almost came like full circle.
Yeah.
You, right? Holy Diver, the
I-
cover.
Oh, yeah.
Here's
yeah.
the real funny thing.
Yeah.
That band that I got kicked out of, the first song I ever performed with them was Holy Diver.
So we have a good story. So this ties into we're talking about family, right? So my dad, Mike, over there, again, give a round for Mike.
Yo! Great name.
So Mike's father, Don, who's amazing, and we miss the
Absolutely.
late and great, right?
Yeah.
Who also passed away. Which we have tons of memories with, as far as, but they've always supported, right?
Welcome
And,
to the club, Mike.
And there was a time, Mom, you can interject here. I'll give you the startup, but there was a show where it was like,
Oh my God.
Don said, hey, I want to come see Joel's band.
Oh, that was at Toad's place.
No, it was either that or
Oh,
the
shit.
Palladium.
No, Toad's place.
And New Haven, we have this whole front rows are Connecticut friends here.
Yeah, yeah. So Toad's place, he was 80 to 90 years old in that range.
Good pizza.
Yeah.
How old was he back then?
He was in his 80s.
So you said, hey,
Birthplace of the
you said,
Hamburg?
he said, hey, I want to see your I want to see Joel's band. And,
Yeah.
and, and, you're,
we
and,
were
and
like,
Mom was always
"Ooh."
like, Don, it's heavy metal.
I know.
You're going to love it, but it's heavy metal. So as the story goes, I think you guys made sure you got into the show, got guest list,
Well,
got
yeah,
to a
but-
spot.
Yeah, but there was something with that too, because as we were walking in, there's all these young people. And then we walked in and behind us, Don and his wife, Diana, and again, 80, and people were kind of making fun of him, and her.
Motherfuckers.
Yes. And so Diana walked up to this little group of people
Yes.
and said, excuse me, young man, do you know who you're talking to? And they were like, do you know Joel in Killswitch? And they were like, well, yeah. Well, he is our grandson. And if it were
Yeah,
not
he's
for
awesome.
us, he wouldn't be here. So what do you think about that? And she grabbed Don.
And another thing,
she
like,
went,
who
yeah.
fucks with like a 9-year-old woman?
But then the best thing is during the show, Don always, my
So Don, you used to
father-in-law,
fall asleep a lot.
yeah, like at 8:00. So Joel
What were you
didn't
thought he
go
was
on till.
headbanging?
So no,
Well,
no. So
that's the thing.
the story,
They
so-
asked, they
so
asked
they-
Mike
so-
that night,
Yeah,
how did
yeah.
your dad like the
Yeah.
show? And
so,
the night he
but
was
the
like,
best to explain. So they
he
set
was
him up.
headbanging.
They set him up on on
Yeah.
a riser with a
Yeah.
handle, right?
Yeah,
So he's holding on, he's watching,
but it's 8
and from the
o'clock.
behind that. So I'm at the merch table. I was like, oh my god, Don's going fucking nuts, and I'm looking. He's like this.
He was falling asleep.
He's going hard. He wasn't headbanging. He was falling asleep.
Yes, that's right. What the
That's
fuck?
awesome.
That's true. That's a true story.
Yeah, that was a true story. Yeah.
True story.
So that's fuck yeah.
But these guys, Mike and I have had all kinds of people. We've had people live with us we've tripped over bodies. We fed people.
Dead bodies?
Do you remember that?
Okay,
But
okay.
I'll tell you, that's been the most, we feel privileged. We've come to know wonderful, wonderful people and we love them. They're kind of our family.
Do you remember when I
You
used
know,
to
they
give
really
John?
are.
I used to pay John to do weird things because he had no
What?
money.
What?
Who is John?
John, so John is my best friend. So we played in Diecast. That's his brainchild.
Oh, John Keita.
We
got
did
it.
Once Beloved. We did a City of Homes. We did Paradise Slaves. We did
And he
this-
lived
so
with us for
he
about
lived
8
with us.
months.
But we
Yeah.
went through this thing where like I would just pay him to do
Also,
weird
remember
things
the Dead Dads Club?
because he was like,
I don't know if I was supposed to say that.
But he was always like,
We
I
had a
don't give a fuck.
I'm
I'm
sorry,
broke.
John.
So like, there was a story where we made the fire pit in your backyard one night. I'm like, yeah, my parents said we could have a fire. Let's have like
Oh,
a.
dear God, that was
And all of a
out in
sudden
the woods.
We had
right?
chainsaws.
Oh.
I remember seeing you and Dad, like your little eyes, like looking through the, and I was like, they're terrified. We took down a bunch of trees. We cleared it all
Yeah.
out. We had a fire. But that night, I remember there was a slug. I said, hey John, I'll give you $20 if you eat that slug.
Oh.
Oh.
You told me about this, and I don't want to go.
I
any
heard that
further.
crunch from a year away. So
Oh.
that same weekend we went to we played a Pearl Street show. That's I think where I met my buddy Ron, who texts for us now, who's my good friend.
Yeah.
And I seen a melted ice cream cone by the dumpster. I said, John,
Oh.
I'll give you $10 if you get on all fours, lick that ice cream up and eat the entire cone. I have that on video.
He actually did it.
You've seen it.
I have not seen it, but
I don't think I could
oh,
ever do
that's
anything
awesome.
So we
Close
went
to
and then when we were reminiscing,
Reminiscing.
remskin,
We got so many new words tonight.
Does he have a
when we were remskinisking, I said,
Now, when
John,
you
I
were
said,
Rammsteining about
I said,
this,
I thought he was gonna feel bad about it. I said, John, do you remember when I paid you? Do you remember when I paid you to just like eat bugs and lick ice cream and like fuck trash cans? And he
Oof, a
goes,
slug.
and he goes, you know what he said? I was broke. I'd still do it now.
Just for the love of the game.
But
Yeah.
anyways, but he's come a long way.
But now,
Attaboy.
this is the guy that now has recorded Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett
And John Keita does all the soundtracks. He did the
Cor-
last Blade
he did-
Runner. He did all of
and
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Yes.
Godzilla. He did all the
He's
sounds.
brilliant.
John
Absolutely.
Keita, one of the nicest guys I've ever
Yes.
met.
Yes.
Give it up for John
So
Keita,
John
everybody.
also too. So shout out. I know Ryan Manning was in the chat on there, but if they're watching, so John and Ryan tag team.
Ryan is watching. Ryan and
Tag
Nikki,
Yeah.
we love you.
So
very
Ryan,
much.
yeah. So
Yes.
That would-
so
it
Yes.
went close for a
Yes.
second. It's
Yeah.
Saki.
What about Ryan and Nikki?
so while Ryan and Nick are watching, is that for the Paradise Slaves album, you know, we did that as a whole. We wrote that as
good
friends.
Saki.
But the two like MVPs are Ryan and John because they spent months and months and end on end to make sure like the mix, the sound, the mastering was perfect, and they're like the brainchilds of that. So we wrote the record together, but those guys has spent probably the last year like making sure it's going to be awesome.
And it fucking
So-
is. You
I
guys
hope so,
have no idea
but-
what's coming, and it's amazing.
But Godzilla, did they do Godzilla?
He
By
did the
Serge
sound. He
Tankin?
did the audio sound for Godzilla.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a badass song.
And we got to
That's on
talk
my
about too.
workout
We have
playlist.
to also too for the people that don't know, our singer Brock, who's in Alaska,
Oh, I love Brock.
who wishes he
Yeah.
could be here tonight.
Yeah,
Great speaking voice, by the way.
Brock has the best speaking voice.
he is.
I
Yeah.
missed that show. That was like one of the
Yeah.
very first shows, like after I joined,
Yeah.
and it was like.
And
that's
what's
when you
funny,
asked about
man,
fucking She-Hulk.
it's
and
so
I made
funny you
fun of
say that because we haven't talked about this, but like so like on our album that's coming out, there's 2 songs where he does like these talking part, and I'm like, Brock, you have to do that more. You have
He's
a,
got a great speak.
He's got the
Yeah, he
best
does.
talking voice
Yeah.
I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's just
Absolutely.
raspy and fucking straight to
works.
the point.
Yeah, it works.
He should be on like radio.
He
He
is.
is.
He
over
is
there.
on radio.
But
He is. Yeah.
Goddamn, I called it.
Alaska's a different world, you know.
Well, all right.
But that show in
Real
Anchorage,
world.
at that Anchorage show, like he said, it was amazing. It was pouring rain, 4,000 people, nobody left. They were so into
Yeah,
it.
so it was yeah. So we
it
brought my
really
parents. So
was.
that
It
show
was
it's
awesome.
funny.
It really
So
was. It was really
when
good.
we got 3 Days Grace asked us to do support in Alaska, and we so we're like, gonna be awesome. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Go out and do the thing. And I said, like, how can we make this a very special trip? Like, it's you play a show, you leave, whatever. but our band has this big history of like hanging out and family and friendship.
Yeah.
And when you guys expressed interest, I said, we got to get my parents out there. Mom and dad have to go. Can't
And
play
we came.
Alaska
It was
without you.
awesome. It was
So-
wonderful.
And I remember
Yeah.
you saying, you being you, Mom, you said, well, you're there for like 10 days. Is it cool if maybe before sound check we show up and maybe after the show we have a beer or whatever? And I remember we basically hung out for 10 days straight.
Yep.
Band, crew, Ron, who
Yeah.
texts for us, is here.
Yep.
He didn't make that trip,
It was wonderful.
but it was amazing.
It was absolutely
We
amazing.
literally just hung out for
Yeah,
10 days straight.
It was awesome.
Food,
Yes.
beer,
Everything.
drinking,
everything, yep.
sightseeing.
It
Awesome.
was a beautiful
Yeah.
state. And you bought me beautiful earrings that are
And I
very
bought my
dear to
mom a
me.
set of earrings.
Very nice.
And I went to the
Yes.
most beautiful Subway in the world and I got a tuna sandwich.
Yeah. But
And
that
is-
is the busiest one there by the ski area.
No, we
Yes.
literally went to the busiest Subway in
Literally,
the world.
Busiest subway in the, yeah, according to Brock. That's-
Anyways.
Well,
Yeah.
hearsay.
Dad,
All right.
thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming up.
Well-
I'm so glad you came up here.
So there's a shot of sake right there. I hear you like wine. It is rice wine, right?
Probably like that.
It's
Mom.
not
It's not bad. It doesn't taste like
It's
alcohol.
wine. It's
Like a
wine.
sip.
If you
Yeah,
like
but then I
rice.
might fall on my rear end when I go out there.
Might. Don't worry.
We have about 30 beautiful people here that'll carry
And
you
Mike
to
is
the
a
car.
paramedic and a cop.
Only if you all
No,
do
no,
it
no.
with
He's
me.
not a cop. Not tonight. Not tonight.
I'm a sploosh.
A
This is it right
sploosh.
here?
That's the song. It's
I use
wine.
sploosh
It's wine,
interchangeably
right?
with a whole different meaning.
Rice wine.
All right. Okay. If you all do it with me.
Cheers.
Are we
Everybody
ready?
give it up for Deb and Mike again. Seriously. Thank you guys for having some amazing children. And thank you for tonight.
It's good, right?
I think that's enough for me.
All right. Thank you, Deb.
And this is why I'm your son.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Mom.
In spirit, yeah.
That's not good enough.
What do you want, a kiss?
Aww. Can I get an ah? Come on.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, that's not good.
Love you.
okay.
Mama, Deb, give a
All
round.
right. Okay.
Thank you so much, guys. Colin, come back up here, buddy.
He can find his way.
We're gonna close out the show. Does anybody in the audience
So, yeah.
here have any questions?
Take some audience
Zach,
questions.
what do you got? Are we bringing him up or what?
Just Mike.
Oh,
walk
yeah, I
over
can
to
go
him.
out.
Here, take a shot.
All right. Your name?
Zach.
Question.
Yeah, one for Joel, and one for Tyler. So Joel, how does the tour bus smell by the end of the tour?
Oh.
I'm afraid for this.
Usually it smells like feet. No matter what we do, man.
Bro,
It's just like
who's got the smelliest
13
feet?
people with a lot of shoes on that bus. It's
Can I
always,
chime
it's
in
always
quick?
feet is the answer.
Zach, as a close friend and someone that we work together, he's giving you the short answer. The real answer is it smells like Camp Togawalk in 97.
Nice, nice.
This is an answer only you guys can understand.
Yes, yes.
That's
All
a
right.
personal thing.
yes.
Second question.
All right, Tyler.
Yeah.
Burrito bowl or burrito?
Okay, right?
This hits home.
So my new thing is I'm just getting fat and out of shape. I don't give a fuck. I'm
Round
happy.
is a shape.
Listen, I'm
No.
happy. I'm liquored up. I got my buds.
So is that burrito?
Yes.
All right, burrito.
No, well, they're both great. One's a little bit less, one's a little bit more. Both good.
Rivers? So what's the answer?
I think it's by situational.
I think it's burrito.
I'm gonna say burrito.
He gave
I
up.
crush.
Yeah.
I've been crushing burritos for like 4 days a week for the last 7
All right.
years.
Yo,
Well, all right.
I recently discovered El Pastor burritos. Fucking
You're cheating on
phenomenal.
me.
All right, we
I
got
live
another
in
one that's a
Worcester, bro.
follow-up.
What do we
Maybe
got?
a burrito question. Name.
Might be. So best and worst foods on
Great name.
best and worst foods.
His name is Jay.
Yeah, on Jay. Sorry. Best and worst foods on tour. So like
So Jay, I'll go first.
all
I got
over the
you.
world, best and worst. Go ahead.
So a few years back, I went out with Queensryche.
Name
Did a tour,
dropper.
did a tour with the Queensryche, who are also the most amazing people ever. So we went. One of the stops was in Chicago, beautiful venue. It might have been like the House of Blues in Chicago. It was like private elevator, 2 different dressing rooms, saunas, hot tubs, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, hey, we're going to have pizza waiting for you. And I'm like, this is amazing. We're going to go like private room, Chicago pizza. I go up, Domino's cheese.
Excellent.
So that sucked. And then the other end of that is that it's all well known to everyone here. My favorite food is Indian, and I've had Indian around the entire world. And I can say with wholeheartedly, Pintu's in West Springfield.
Oh shit! Shout out Pintus.
And also, hang on, Pintu's on the live stream right now.
Is he really?
And he donated 2 cases of Flying Horse, which is my favorite beer.
Shout out to fucking Pintus. That Flying Horse is such a good
Give it
beer.
up for Pintus.
And if someone can bring me a Flying Horse to the station here,
He's gonna boof it.
I'm going to
live on camera.
I'm gonna strip down butt naked, lay on my stomach, and spout it up my ass.
Outstanding.
All
I
right.
volunteer as tribute.
Before
to
we go
Shoot
to
Your
another-
Ass.
Just kidding. I'm gonna
Before we
enjoy
go
it.
to an
we got
audience
some more
question,
questions.
we got two from
More
the
questions.
online.
Steven.
No, I got one
Oh,
online.
all right. Hang
If
on. Stand
there
by.
was, if ever, was there a set you found yourself randomly filling in for unexpectedly, and for who? Have you ever?
Oh,
Has
that's a
anybody
good
ever
ass
been
question.
like, "Hey, you know our shit, play for us for this one show"?
You know, we were on tour with Lamb of God, and I was asked to fill in bass. Because
Hey, you play guitar. Will you play bass?
You basically, what he
And
just
I-
asked for like the
I
root
spent
notes
two-
and
I
play
spent
that.
2 days like listening to those songs.
Oh
and they're-
shit!
Tyler's
Was
not
that
gonna
some
boof it.
Flying
I
Horse
couldn't do
thing?
it. I blew it.
I
Like,
mean,
I'm sorry, I can't do it.
I
This is
I
insane.
I was a
Mad
bassist.
they
respect
have
to
that
Lamb of
here?
God.
I was a
They're the
bassist for a short amount of time, and I just followed the drummer.
Adam D actually did fill in for 36 Crazy Fists. Nick,
Oh shit!
yes,
That's crazy.
which is cool.
You said
I
my
don't know
name.
what happened. I think Nick like dislocated his shoulder.
sure.
I think
Yeah,
he
he
fell
did.
off a
He
stage.
filled in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to talk about
But-
music,
Anyway, here you go.
this ties in. So Scott, you know these guys. So obviously, Kings and Liars, right? So the Bodette brothers. There's only one. Charlie, the Belmores, Chris, all those guys, amazing. And for those of you who do not know, Scott owns Salt of the Earth Records, Josta Band, Hero in the Horror, Kings and Liars, amazing stuff. But yeah, dude, those guys are such good musicians. And it's the same thing. They have like all these killer albums that are just like, I think I was in my, so the Hero and the Horror, I'm going to fill in for a show. Yes. But we talked about that. So we went to their record release, and Scott was like, dude, I got a present for you. Cause we talked about Chris Bodette, who I love, best dude ever, killer bass player. And you handed me a vinyl, and it was the Kings and Liars that you guys put out. And it's fucking awesome. It's like Josta meets Alice in Chains.
It's fucking awesome.
It's amazing. But yeah. So fucking awesome, man.
All right, before you take any internet shit, I'm standing here, so we're gonna
Anything
take the
internet.
questions out here. All right, what's your question?
Hey,
Name and question.
name and question. My name is Rex. What's for both of you? What's a wish list band that you've always wanted to tour with but haven't gotten a chance to?
Dio.
There you go. I already have
That was one of my questions.
Yeah.
I didn't get to. That's
So
great.
I already
Thank
have.
you.
So for me, I have my answer. So my band sounds nothing like this, but I grew up on this like goth rock, typo negative, blah blah blah.
Good Charlotte.
And we became friends with the band Him, Finnish band, which is like goth rock, and we've been in touch over the years of stuff. But my thing was like something with that dude or his band. So Him is now gone, but he has a solo album.
It's just
but
Billy Ballard now, right?
It's just he.
Yeah, but I would love to do something on that, like that. So like, something with like 18 Visions, Him, some sort of like goth band, because Paradise Slaves is not really We're not metal.
It's so hard to explain what Paradise Slaves is, but it's just amazing.
We're just like we just have fun. But
Good music.
It's every
But our-
gen-
but our
it's Schrodinger-
inspiration was like, you
Schrodinger's
know, like-
genre.
yeah, like a lot of cool rock and roll and 80s stuff and all this, blah blah blah.
Yeah, you guys are fucking sick.
But you have a band that you think. I mean, you've already done it all.
Not all. Not all.
When you are direct support for Iron Maiden, you've kind of done it all. So,
Done most. You know what?
so the question would be at hand: if you could tour with anybody, dude,
Listen.
who do you want to go on? You don't have to headline.
Check this out.
What do you want?
I grew up learning how to play guitar, playing like Megadeth, Metallica riffs, Testament. We've toured with Testament. I've been lucky enough to play with Megadeth a couple
Who's the
times.
band?
I would love to open for Metallica one day.
And they love you.
Nice.
And Metallica loves you. Joel told me a story once.
fan.
So,
Good news. Lars Ulrich
not-
is watching this podcast right now.
No, so not many people. Joel, correct me if I'm wrong. So not many people know this.
James Hetfield just sent us a cease and desist.
He's like, that Tyler dude's got to go.
I got to tell you something after.
Joel has a story, but I remember a story where you guys played a festival, right?
Yep.
Killswitch, right? And Metallica was playing.
Yeah.
And
Take my story.
You're about to take the story.
no, I'm handing the mic to you. I mean,
Oh, shit.
I'm introducing you.
Introduce the story.
Is that the same story?
Yeah.
So what my lovely man here is saying is that I think we're on the same page.
We are.
So I'm going to hand it over.
Okay. It's a quick story. It's a quick story. But this, obviously, I'm a huge Metallica fan. Adam D, Killswitch, huge Metallica fan. So we're on tour in Australia. We're doing the Soundwave tour. The headliner is Metallica, which is nerve-wracking for us to just, play in the same vicinity, But so there was this little pre-party, big dinner catered thing, like all the bands could go. And so I was like, okay, Adam, let's go have a beer, get some food. We're walking around, and there's James Hetfield,
Which is crazy, right?
which is crazy. So Adam D's, yeah. So Adam D's freaking out. He's like, oh, it's James. I gotta go say hi. So Adam goes up to James Hetfield, and he's like, hey, man, I'm Adam, blah, 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 Killswitch Engage. It's such an honor to play with you guys. I can't wait to see your set. James is like, cool. We're playing all new shit. And Adam's like, he was like, I'm kidding, man. It was like, this is fucking awesome. This dude's awesome.
So Metallica has this weird like stigma about like they think their new shit sucks. They've always been awesome. You can't fuck with them.
I mean, Saint Anger is the only thing that you don't want to listen to.
But the
'cause
album's good. It
The
just
album's
doesn't sound
good. The drums are trash.
I got two more guys out here
Two
with
more
two more
questions,
questions,
two more
and then I want to come sit down again. I hate
All right.
standing.
And we're gonna
one
end
for
it-
Joel.
All right.
Can I sneak out for a minute?
Name and question. No, you can't.
I'm gonna.
Can you
All
boof
Oh,
the
my
Buffalo
name's
Trace?
Adam Rabaj.
No.
Oh, this is even a question. This is just shout out. Streotzel, Deb, Mike, outstanding. Tyler, one of my good buds. Skateboarded with him all of my life, and yeah, awesome,
Still today.
dude. Awesome musician. Oh boy.
I hadn't seen you in 10 years. And you go, hey, you still skateboard? I go, yeah. You still live in Westfield? Yeah. What are you doing right now? Nothing. I'm driving over. And I remember you drove over to my house, my parents' house. It was like bikes. We're going to skate this park.
There was probably a golf cart involved too.
Awesome.
Always good, never bad, man. I think we have the same tattoo.
Love that quote, Adam.
Huh?
Well, excellent. All right.
Oh no! Hey, another
Fucking-
shout out to Joel. He was my guitar teacher, and so I'm like,
influence
hey,
right there.
yeah, I'm gonna try to play some no effects on a Kurt Cobain guitar, and he goes, "You ever heard of Madball?"
Madball, dude. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome. And we got one more out here from the crowd. Good old Captain Ron.
I gotta hold on. I gotta point this out. I just got a thing that said I may have made out with half the dudes at that table.
Half?
Half from Richard.
Male or
PS.
female?
I don't know if he's talking about this table
Okay.
or behind us.
All right.
Either way. Last
All right,
question.
Here we go.
What's up, y'all? Name's Ron Dog. Being a fan of all things Streotzel, even the one in the bathroom, mom and dad especially. Just
Ty's
curious.
got his own stream going on over there.
Don't cross
It's the
them.
gold room. being
Oh, should I
being
wear
a fan of both
Ghostbusters
y'all,
thing?
wonder if we as fans can look forward to Streotzel brothers collaborating on a single recording at any point in the future.
I think we may at some point. Ty and I have talked about that for years.
I
you
think
know.
Brutal Technique should make
Brutal
a comeback.
Technique is
Yeah,
kind of an
Brutal
old thing, but it's.
But that was forever ago. Any new shit coming?
I would hope so.
I would
You know,
hope so as
I
well.
would hope so. Ty and I always kind of jamming together and helping each other out.
Oh,
So we'll
it's
see what
good to
happens.
come back and sit down.
Hi,
again.
welcome back.
What's up?
In all honesty, I'll wait till
Well-
You're falling asleep, huh?
So I
How
have
you doing, bud? What?
You okay, bud?
I have 3 questions that my mother with dementia asked Alexa.
Okay.
All
Now
right.
you're gonna ask
What the
us.
fuck?
Yeah, so you can go into Alexa and you can just ask, "Hey, what have people been asking you?" So here's 3 questions that my mother with dementia has asked, and I would like you to answer them.
Okay, I'll do my best.
All right. Are they selling corn on the cob around here yet?
Not yet.
All right, good to know. Do you know anyone named Zebediah? I do, just one.
Not personally.
What's funny about that one is she said, "Do you know anyone named Zebediah?"
Zebediah.
And then answered it.
Not Jebediah.
I do, just one.
Zebediah?
And so Zebediah. Yeah. So Zeb. And then the last one is, who is Quasimodo and what does he do?
She brought me
Those are 3 very real questions
So
my
I do
mother
this.
asked
So I do.
Alexa.
So I do this thing. So like, I don't even know if Megan knows.
Do you know
this.
Quasimodo and what does he do?
All right, listen. So I get really drunk all the time, and I go to bed.
I would not admit that.
All right.
Why wouldn't I?
Mom's still here.
Yeah. She
Well, it's
did-
going to
hey,
affect his job as a rock guitarist.
they
that
do
he gets
too.
drunk.
No, so I do this joke where I'll be in bed and Megan's like, "Hey, I'm coming to bed." She yells up, "Do you need anything?" And I go, "They brought me water." And she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "It's Quasimodo. They brought me water." And she's never even put it together. But
Oh.
I love that. Yeah.
So thank you for answering those questions from my mom's Alexa.
All right. Last thing, fact or fiction?
Okay.
Killswitch Engage was or was not named after an episode of The X-Files.
That is a fact.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Actually,
Nice. What one
Okay.
was it?
Yes. I couldn't tell you the episode.
I think it was called Killswitch.
Well, I don't know if the episode was called
Engage?
Killswitch, but Mike, bass player Mike, heard the phrase Killswitch. I'm not sure if the Engage was part of it. I don't even remember how. I think it was. He heard the word. He's
He's
like,
like
"Hey,
Star
guys,
Trek
game,"
fan. Engage.
Yeah, so he's like, "Hey, what do you guys think of this?" I didn't like it at the beginning. Mike was mad at me for not liking it,
You want to talk about band names? for a minute?
but it grew on me.
Got your mic? I was going to ask. I was actually going to ask. Yeah, both of these. I think.
Yeah.
was
So
that,
like
was that
band
on
names
there?
is just a weird thing.
Was that?
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
hold
Where'd
on,
you get
hold
the
on.
names? That was one of them.
All right. So
So X Files.
this is for
Hey.
Joel.
I have a question for you.
Oh shit.
Calling you out.
Fact or fiction?
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yes, they're all dead.
Did one of your friends try to drown you for listening to Holy Diver too many times?
How do you know this?
I got it in, dude.
We have
Uh,
too many friends, Steve.
so
And the word comes around.
okay. That is a complete fact. The week that song came out, I probably listened to it 500 times. The Killswitch version. I love Dio, but I also love Killswitch. I've been fangirling the entire night. Sorry. Anyways, I just kept going, Holy Diver! Like literally.
That's the best song we ever did. The one we didn't write.
Well, hey, the first time I ever performed with the band, it was Holy Diver, and I was listening to both.
I
'Cause
legit,
I was like, I don't sound like Dio. I got to find, so I'm listening to both.
I legit sang
listened to the
that
shit out of
that
that song.
one spot
But that's how you bridge the gap.
40 times in one night. Me and like 3 other friends were swimming in a pool, and my friend Pat, rest in peace, Pat, held my head underwater, and he let me up, and he goes, "How's that for Holy Diver?" And I was like,
He was pissed at you.
"No,
Shit.
he just wanted to hear me stop saying that." I
He
stopped.
wanted to
saying
hear
that.
the bubbles stop.
But either way,
Fuck.
yes, that is 100% true.
I
I don't
love
think
that.
I've ever sang it other than tonight. It was.
Let's get
It was
before we end.
traumatizing.
Let's get a little wacky. What do you want? Get crazy.
Like what? What do I?
What, dude? No limits. What do you want?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh, like drinking?
Let's go big. What do you want?
Well, I got this, and actually,
no.
I actually
Questions.
poured a little
questions.
shot for my new wife.
What do you
Mike-
mean?
Mike
Your-
did
what,
just
your
get married.
new wife?
Give it up,
It's our
give it up for the
3-week and
nuptials.
1 day anniversary today.
I love it.
One
Thank
day
you.
anniversary.
What,
3-week and 1 day. So, babe, this is the ghost pepper.
Congrats.
what the fuck
Yeah,
is
it's
that,
good.
Tequila?
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Tabitha, everybody.
How about
Tabitha's
this, man?
plane.
Also,
It's fucking.
It's
gonna
the
fu-
it's
come
the
here.
ghost shit.
Just so,
So
they can
guys,
s-
before we wrap it and
Let's
everyone
see.
hangs out, let's do like a quick 5-minute, like
I gotta drink this now before.
no
just scream
fucking,
into.
no borders. What do you want?
All right. Cheers
Let's
for
go.
one.
Let's go weird. Let's get weird for
let's get a
5
little-
minutes.
Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah, let's get weird for 5 minutes.
Cheers, everybody. Hey, if you got any questions, just shout it out.
Okay. Yeah, we're anything goes.
Do you have a
question,
crazy
shout it
question?
out. Real
right.
quick. What? Tomorrow.
Hey,
Aftershock.
Zach.
Cheers.
Actually,
Actually,
Aftershock has a vinyl coming out soon. That's and this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them.
Aftershock's
Yeah.
releasing a vinyl
Yeah.
of the set that we did in Japan, I believe 25 years
It
ago.
lingers.
So Shepherd Ferry
It
did
sucks,
the
but
layout.
It's not horrible.
Awesome. It's going to be signed by everybody, including Shep.
so
And
it's
I've-
like a 20-year anniversary. Or
25, I think, from when we went to Japan. So the
so
ship we
they're,
put in Japan. So
Zach,
that's
yeah.
so that's coming soon.
All right.
Oh,
How
yeah.
about this? Go-to
No new
karaoke
stuff, though.
songs.
Oh my God. So my favorite vocalists, dude, hands down. And I'm trying to get Paradise Apes to cover this.
Yeah.
This is my ultimate song. Favorite vocalist, Michael Bolton.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Please,
Listen,
please.
no. Like,
great singer.
someone once said. So we had this crazy night where we're playing all these songs. Everyone's DJing, and they're like, "Hey, Tyler, play a song." So I play the song I want to cover, and they go,
Which one?
"I didn't know you like guys."
Like, I don't just like them. I
But
love them.
and I said, "Listen, yeah, man, I love guys."
There we go.
And hey, we're gonna cover this song. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And the song is called "Steel Bars" by Michael Bolton.
Great song.
And if anyone hangs out after hours, I'm gonna blast it.
There's a karaoke bar not too far.
So there we are.
There's a
That's
karaoke
my
bar
question.
right fucking here.
So Michael Bolton
I
for me.
lied. There's
So
not.
anyways, anyone that's into metal,
Huh? Yeah,
Uh,
you can go. Yeah, go. Bye, babe.
bye, babe. So I had this. So anyways, this is just like shooting the shit. So listen. So who knows the band Evergrey?
Oh, I don't.
Yo, somebody just actually said that.
Okay, so
Ju-
let me
just
chime
get
in. Who
Tom
is
from
it?
Evergrey.
Who said it?
from Brett Hill.
So Brett.
He's pretty much Bolton.
No. So Brett's actually a buddy of ours. So
Would you
Evergrey's.
collaborate with Bieber?
Don't say that.
I
That's the
text
last question.
Bieber. You guys think I'm blessed? I text Bieber about a song.
Like Justin Bieber?
Yeah, the Bieber.
All right.
You have the
break-
Biebs
break-
like
Yes.
phone number?
Yes, I do.
That might be in the #1 slot. I don't know.
I
How.
love the guy. Listen.
Is this real?
Yes. No, it is. Yeah.
The end of the show is the best part.
You guys are getting too
You have
wild.
Justin
So
Bieber's
what I'm
number?
telling you is this. So Evergrey, right?
Yeah.
The band. To me sounds like if Gojira and him
wrote a record and Michael Bolton sang. Phenomenal.
Evergrade's fucking amazing.
Evergrade's awesome, but it's like people like this is cheesy. I'm like, dude, I have two favorite bands, Evergrey being the whatever. I'm like, my favorite band is him. Those are my friends, and then you take the Black Sabbath thing and like combine all this and have Michael Bolton sing. You got Evergrey. It's fucking awesome. But yes, I text Justin Bieber about a
This
single.
is fucking
All right.
awesome.
Oh, okay. Both of you get close to that mic. Now, what are you doing?
We also
All right,
have an
both of you
way.
get close to that mic.
I'm
Uh,
also
all right,
hey
both
before
of
you guys get crazy, this will sound nuts, but so as like a dude that's got like stuck in the metal scene, I grew up playing punk rock music.
Yeah.
So my favorite bands are like Millencolin, Pennywise.
Yeah. So, all right. So
All
it's going
that
to be a
shit.
lot of favorites. Let's do a favorite rapid fire round, right?
No, we have a minute.
We're fine,
All
fine,
right.
but I'm gonna tell you
So,
that
all right, get right on the mic. And this is going to be like 3, 2, 1,
Yes,
go.
sir.
All right.
I'll be quick.
Favorite singer, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bill Lavallo, him,
You both
Ozzy Osbourne,
said.
Black Sabbath,
Just the one.
whatever.
Dio.
All right.
Dio.
Favorite drummer?
Neil Peart.
You guys are guitar. All right. Favorite guitarist? Both of you.
Joel.
Tyler.
All right. Best guitarist?
Me.
Tyler.
All right. Favorite band?
Him.
No idea.
All right. Favorite food?
Pizza.
Indian.
Favorite color?
Black or purple.
Black. It's a shade.
Both are
Whatever.
pretty metal. All right.
All right. This has gone on for 3 hours, way longer than I expected it to. Big shout out to everybody that bought a ticket to come here tonight.
Tell them what they can get. And
We-
tell them.
We're doing a raffle as soon as this is
Drink
over.
beers, hang out.
Figure that shit. We're hanging out.
Take
Awesome
pictures,
shit.
hang out. Have
Thank
fun.
you, everybody,
Thank
for
you,
coming out. Thank
guys.
you, everybody, for tuning in and watching while we were live streaming. Thank you for asking questions. This
Shout
is
out Australia.
shout out fucking Australia. Yes.
What's that about?
Thank every single person for coming here tonight. It was awesome.
It was amazing. Thanks, guys.
Hey, I gotta thank Blair Bondy
Thank you,
and
everybody.
Brett Hill for watching. Blair Bondy, Brett Hill.
And,
Guys
and
are the dudes.
give it
Thank
up
you,
for
guys.
Steve. He's been a nervous wreck this whole time, setting this up, getting the cameras. They came here last night, setting this up. They've all been working. Well, yeah, he's been working his ass off for weeks, if not months. So,
Yeah, shout out to
thank you.
Steve. Working his
Thanks,
ass
guys.
off.
Also give it up for Brett Hill and Blair Bondy.
Steve,
Great fucking
Steve.
questions.
we end every episode with stay happy.
Stay happy, stay healthy.
Stay nerdy.
We
See
love
you guys later.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.